We're back. Hey, hello, and welcome back, everybody. It's the Bitstamp Gaming Challenge once again, and we shall return with it once more on a beautiful Wednesday. My name's Over, and I'll be your host for the night. As always, every night, every Wednesday at 8 o'clock, we will have the home crew, the Bitstamp home crew challenge off, be challenged off by a challenger team. This week, this night, will be a special team, though. Like a few weeks ago, we had Team MIA, if you all recall. Today, we have the Esports Diamond, of course, Diamant, more specifically, being the challenger team with Exe, Ogris, Sevi, Trech, and Who. Which, Trech, by the way, is supposed to be treachery, so it's Trech, basically, so you'll hear me fumble his name a little bit here and there, because, you know, I used to call him Trech, but it's actually Trech, but, you know, that kind of thing. In any case, it's going to be the management team of Diamant, Team Diamant, and they will be facing off, of course, the home crew of our dearest of players from, of course, the Bitstamp organization, from the Bitstamp company. Skooma, Noob, Bucketman, Young Luke, and Dankus. Also, am I seeing this right? Bucketman is back, baby! There's one big question mark. Where the hell are two of my missing players? Come on, guys. I'm missing out on two guys here. Where are y'all at? What's up? What is this? Sick? Tired? Not wanting to play? You know, maybe afraid? I don't know. It's always possible. But obviously, we can't deny the fact that this is not going to be easy. Of course, we've already lost West. I don't know where. I believe it was... my God, am I that quick to forget? Andre, yeah, Andre. Where's Andre, guys? He did a pretty good job last week, so hopefully today, you know, it's not going to be that bad for the team himself, for themselves having no Andre in the play. But here are the cameras over our home crew. The team that won last week, well, the home crew that won last week, of course, they were successful enough in picking up the victory 2-0 over their respective challengers, which we will go over in a moment here. But here's the new player, Dankus. Here's the guy that we have not... Well, actually, no, we've seen him once, if I remember correctly. I believe we've seen him once before. I could be mistaken, but in any case, we'll go quickly over the past matchups, just to refresh everybody's memory to know who and what the teams were up against. But apparently, we'll first go into the veto. Don't worry about that, folks. We'll get that set as soon as possible, whilst the veto is being prepared to be seen as to what maps we'll be enjoying tonight. And of course, as in the spirit of the adventure, as the spirit of the challenge, it is first going to be the Diamond or Diamant team first ban, which I don't know which it'll be, but I'll say it's going to be either Ancient, could be Vertigo, could be potentially Vertigo. Yes, I was right. Yes, I'm happy when I'm right. It is going to be Vertigo, so no surprise there, I guess. You know, some of these guys haven't touched CS for a long time, and I mean a long time. And it's not love you long time, but it's love you not long time. And ban number 2 coming out from the home crew, it's going to be Overpass. We've got Inferno pick first for Team Diamant, which makes sense because they are far better on Inferno when it comes down. I mean, they've got Sevi. I think that's enough said for Inferno, right? Pick 2 will be either, I'd say Nuke, maybe I'm thinking Mirage, but Mirage seems like a bad choice here, so they could go ballsy and go Dust2 pick for the home crew. So I said Nuke, Mirage, or Dust2, with the Dust2 being the ballsy pick. They picked Ancient. Now that is what I call a mind trick. Yes, I mind tricked you all to thinking that's going to be some of those maps, but in fact it is Ancient. Well, it kind of makes sense. You know, this is actually really bad for Diamant. Ban number 3 coming out this time, or the second ban from Diamant, is going to be Nuke. I'm not surprised. Nuke is a difficult map to play if you're not ready for it, and when you've got 3 players that haven't touched CS, as I said, for a very long time, usually you want to avoid it best you can. Ban number 4 coming out from the home crew. I'd wager it's probably going to be Dust ban. Like, if they play Dust against Sevi, they might as well look, I don't want to be the negative Nancy. Yeah, it's gonna be Dustban. Like, you don't want to play it against Savvy, and I'm not, I'm not saying the guy's good or anything, but you just don't want to play against Savvy on Dust. Mirage, third and final one, if it comes down to it, the decider, and we'll see how that one swings and what ways it goes. But ladies and gents, it is gonna be my absolute pleasure bringing you the action tonight, as the esports team of Diamant will be, well, the management team of Diamant will be facing off the home crew, our home crew of the Bitstamp team. And as you can see, I'm a little bit grainy, I'm a little bit fainy, but I'm feeling far better. My voice has returned. My beautiful singing voice is back, boys and girls. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. Because it is going to be a little bit of a, it's going to be a little bit challenging against Ogris and Savvy. And I say that with the faintest of little bit, that the breaking little bit. And obviously, then we have Igze Tomo, aka, Treachery, excuse me, and of course, who are all, I would say, at least Igze and who, they've been, legendary players back in 1.6, but they haven't really touched the game Go, aka CSGO, in a long time in terms of, playing actively and playing consistently. Don't get me started on Treachery. He's been out of the CS:GO game for as long as I've been playing it. I think almost. We talked about that last week, actually, when we played D&D together, fun times. And we talked about this, and he's like, "Damn, I don't even remember when was the last time I played." I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I can get it. There's no reason, he wasn't the biggest fan of it back then, and I guess nothing much has changed, but he's always down for fun and enjoying with the crew, with the squad. But I'm eager. I'm legitimately eager to see how these guys will do. I'm expecting the most when it comes to Diamant Esports from Savvy, then obviously from Ogris, Igze, and Who. I'm not sure about Who personally. I've not seen him play Go, so I'm not sure, obviously, but I've had a talk with one of the previous members of the challenger team of Team MIA, and we both kind of agreed to a degree that this will be harder for Diamant Esports than it was for MIA. But there are reinforcements on the side of Bitstamp Gaming with Dankus, so I'm not sure how that's gonna go. But in any case, we're about ready to jump into the series slowly. We're not going to be having to wait too long. There's one more to connect, and we're going to be ready. But yeah, I'm eager to see where this one's headed. I'm kind of eager to see how our lads will do from Diamant Esports. Obviously, I know the majority of them, pretty much everybody personally, besides who I just know by name. I just know by by contact alone, by him used to play, being used to play. Oh, what? My God, my English is getting a little bit out of whack here. Having played 1.6 and hearing of his name. But yeah, here we have the cameras of the boys, of our homeboys, and I hope today they are ready and warmed up. I love Skuma's guitar collection. Skuma riffs some of those guitars, man. Let's get this baby going. Get some energy going. Young Luke Hart, hyper-focused as always, classic. Dankus as well, hyper-focused, we can see. And both Noob and Bucketman, who's Bucketman, Bucketman obviously back in the house here, kind of ready for this one, kind of ready to take this one to the next level. I'm super excited. I am super excited to see this series kick off. With Inferno being first, so let's go over the ground rules of Inferno. If you're just tuning in, people, you should be realizing what Inferno you're in for. So Inferno in general is a map that demands a great deal of utility usage from both sides, majorly or mostly from the CT side, but the T side has to be utilizing those smokes, those mollies, those flashbangs as well. Otherwise you're going to be stuck in a bit of a difficult spot and not really being able to get out of it. So given the fact that, I would wager only Savvy knows smokes and flashbangs, and Ogris as well. So 2 players out of 5 players on the Diamant management team know the utility usage, whilst on the home crew, we've seen a few attempts from the majority of the players. We've seen a few here and there's that they've been able to successfully take over. So I'm eager to see, how they'll be adjusting. And, well, That's, as I said, starting of the baseline of Inferno. So basically, you've got two important parts of the map, which is basically apartments A and banana. If you can't take that as the terrorist, if you're able to lock your opponent into those set positions and not let them take those 2 points, banana and apps, you've got them in a bit of a pincer maneuver, with the difference being that mid is kind of like the go-to Wild West shootouts kind of position, which is really dangerous for both sides. And as the terrorist, you're always going to be striving to take that fast control of both banana and apps, and then look for those entries towards middle, towards B, etc., etc. As the CT, you're going to be striving towards recognizing what's coming your way, canceling out the banana control, or canceling out the apps control. Not necessarily both. You got to distinguish here very specifically that as the CT, usually you don't have the capacity to take control of both apps and banana effectively and safely. So usually you put 3 players towards banana, or maybe even 4 players towards B, banana, then throw a hell of a lot of utility down B, that choke point, and lock it out. Or you basically go for the app stake, where you usually put 2 players onto apps itself, 1 more player in towards a boiler, and then continue from there. In any case, guys, we'll be back after a short intro and get ready for our game.
What is the OMG Network? The OMG Network is a payment system built on top of Ethereum that supports multiple cryptocurrencies. It allows users to access, manage, and transact with Ethereum-based digital assets efficiently without sacrificing the blockchain's security benefits. To facilitate quick and efficient blockchain transactions, the OMG Network implements Plasma, a second-layer scaling solution on top of Ethereum that enables a substantial performance boost. This means the OMG Network is essentially a way to make moving assets on Ethereum faster and cheaper. At the heart of the OMG Network is its own native cryptocurrency, which functions as fuel for the network. OMG tokens can also be sent around and traded on exchanges, like most other cryptocurrencies. OMG currently uses the Proof of Authority protocol, but will soon switch to the Proof of Stake, allowing users to stake tokens and receive rewards for validating transactions. Visit Bitstamp.net to trade OMG and other cryptocurrencies, or to download the Bitstamp app to trade on the go.
And we're back. Before quickly jumping into the game, we do have a sponsor, Diamant Esports organization. Quick shout out, of course, and thank you for stepping out here and helping us out with the event. But with those quick words, we will jump into the series themselves and start off with our first map, Inferno. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about ready to begin, and let's begin where we left off. It is Inferno, it is map 1, it is Diamant's pick, and let's see how they're gonna play this, as we have Diamant Esports on their D side. We've got Bitstamp Gaming on the CT, and we're already kicking off with the gun round. Oh my god, my brains today are not working. It is already going to be the pistol round, and as we can see here, 2 players from Bitstamp's home crew towards B. We've got 3 towards A, with a bit of a difference. Oh, a few utilities being thrown down banana, not much. Young Luke looking for contact. Diamant Esports, by the way, Diamant, excuse me. I'm always going to mess it up. You know, Diamant, Diamant, there's a difference. It's, it is Diamant. They are going to be looking for that app stake, and I love what I'm seeing. Savvy with the dualies. Oh, yeah, baby, Savvy. Already coming up with the big plans. I'm kind of eager to see how this one's going to be swinging. Young Luke takes a bullet to the head. Skooma takes one too. This is not looking too good. Already Dankus will find the first. That's who to fault, but treachery. Ho ho! There you have it. He's got himself the first. That's a great start. Who would have thought that he'd get the first kill? Go Tomo, go Tomo, go. Savvy, meanwhile, duel is in hand. The dual Berettas, difficult weapon to maintain a steady fire and accuracy. But when you do so, you're as deadly as they come. 30 bullets in the magazine, 15 in each pistol. That's more than enough to bring down anybody and everybody. Savvy, meanwhile, okay. Savvy, hat-trick already to kick it off. And, you know, guys, I should just mention this, that Savvy is pretty much the closest The closest thing that we had to a professional CSGO player in Slovenia, with now the second being Jixi. If he can make it through the, you know, the everlasting hellscape that is the professional scene. In any case, let's not, you know, let's not get a hold up on that as we kick off our pistol round here. It is looking, excuse me, our eco round. It is looking pretty good. Diamant find themselves an easy 2-0 start. By the way, don't forget to drink water, guys. Hydro homies. Drink water, people. Hydrate. Not sugar water. So make sure to not feel sick. Drink water. Yes, I try to, well, you know, some people have got sponsors, energy drink sponsors. Some people have sugary drink sponsors. Some people have actual sponsors, but I've got water to sponsor. Everybody should drink water. Come on, people. Let's give the big products a big F up. In any case, it's going to be 2-0 here. Diamant. It's going to be having the op out on saving. Ooh, aggressively towards B. I like this. It's going to be 3 defenders from the home crew. Can they do this? In triple, it's going to be Dankus, Skuma. Looking good. Both Ix and Who are down. Treachery falls. And now Ogris and Savy to save the day. Can they do it? Ogris with the double. So far, so good, but it's not lasting long. Savy misses a noob. We'll find the finisher here on both of the last 2 players. Very, very well played coming out from the home crew. And that is what you love to see. And last week, if you guys recall, if you were still here, well, you probably were. Of course, last week we talked with young Luke, and he had actually a very, very, I would say, forthright and open interview in terms of, you know, how the guys are doing, what's up. You know, he was very honest about the fact that they don't play a lot outside of what they play here. So I can understand why they're not, you know, I mean, they don't play as a team outside of what they play here. They probably play still continuously every day, matchmaking and, you know, other pugs and stuff like that. So there's no problem there. But basically the point is they're not, you know, they're not as well versed as one would have them believe, given how much time has already passed. But Ogris here with the beauty shots. 2v2. It's going to be Egze and Ogris trying to save this. Egze's got control of short. That's a great position to work from. Ogris gets himself wide open, though. And that will find no success as Dankus takes him down. Now Egze, big flank coming out from long. This is a problem because the bomb has been planted for short, meaning if they start defusing, they've got a kit on young Luke. They don't need a lot of time, but young Luke falls. Egze spots the last player. Oh, Dankus is blind. Dankus is deaf, but it's going to be a 1v1 Egze. Right now, the defuse still happening. It's a few seconds more. It's a few seconds less. It's a few seconds no more as the Mia X. Oh my god. Egze actually gets the victory. Who would have thought? I just read his death notice and it says Diamant Egze, Mia Egze, whatever. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Egze, as I said, also an old schooler of 1.6, like Who, like Treachery. They've all played it. I mean, even Savy played 1.6 extensively, but never, you know, really took a great... well, he had a liking for it. He loved it, but never had as much success as he had here at Go. Meanwhile, the gun round, it's going to be easy enough. Bitstamp's home crew is not going to have much to offer in terms of protection, and this should be, or aggression, should be a clean 4-1 start. Excuse me. Ogris, meanwhile, woo-la-la. Ogris doing a great job at keeping the lid on. Meanwhile, as you can see, op out for young Luke expectedly. Yeah, it's been a long day. Had EPL all day. So my brain is hardwired to be speaking in Slovenian right now instead of English. But yeah, young Luke with the op, he can be a dangerous opponent. I've said this, you know, time and time again. He does have a tendency to sometimes be a little bit too wide, a little bit too whiffy. But when he hits, he can hit some very nasty shots and make your life miserable if you're on the other side of that barrel. Bob flash on towards Banana. Treachery gets himself blinded, aka Tretch. Yeah, like I said, it's gonna take me a while because, you know, muscle memory and all. Who, unfortunately, a little bit slow on the response. Meanwhile, Exe gets himself a little bit of payback. Contact on middle. Ogris dies. That's going to be Noob to win. And remember, Noob is the best player on the home crew of Bitstamp Gaming. One could say that it's young Luke or potentially Skooma as the second. Maybe Bucketman. We'll see how they fare. It kind of changes from map to map, game to game a little bit. It's not always as consistent. And, you know, that's the difference between pro players and amateur players. Consistency. The more consistent you are, the higher you can rank up in professional CS. Ooh, Skooma. Oh, missing his chance. Savvy's like, yeah, not gonna be easy. And there goes Exit from triple as they win another round. 5-1. Diamant Esports having a simple enough of a start here for our first map. I mean, look, the thing is, we're playing Inferno. So, if somebody doesn't know, Inferno is literally the map that, you know, ya boy Savvy loves, ya boy Ogris loves, and this is the best map they could have chosen for themselves. And I can assume, you know, I'll tell this because I guess I can, or what are they gonna do about it? Hey, I and Treachery talked about this a little bit as well pre-game, you know, and he asked me, what's the map veto? You know, I don't even know the map veto. I'm like, yeah, these are the maps. And he's like, damn it, I can only recognize 3 of them. Well, you know, you gotta make up for that, and, you know, Inferno was amongst them, so that's a good thing. You know, these guys, I think there's going to be a lot more chaos, a lot less conviction, and more specifically confidence once Ancient comes up, because that's, whilst I myself have played it multiple times and I've watched it even more, I personally wouldn't love to play it. Like, I find it fun to play when you have a team to play with, where you communicate, where you have good coordination and all. If you don't, it's really harsh to enjoy, or hard to enjoy to be more exact. Due to the nature of the map itself, it allows for so many back corners, from so many backstabs, that you really want to make sure you're on point with that. Meanwhile, Dankus, Deagle, oh, that's a 5-7, not a Deagle, Opa, Tsupa, who in a 1v4? What? Are you kidding me? Okay. Who in a 1v4 now? 25 seconds, what you gonna do? Who you gonna call? Oh, I thought I heard an echo. Never mind. I thought I heard somebody calling, you know. Sad times. In any case, young Luke finishes it off. And what a way to finish off the round here for Bitstamp home crew. I mean, they get the AWP, they get the AKs. They're beautifully equipped to take on the next round. And, well, the next buy coming out from Diamant Esports. And knowing Savvy, knowing what a... how to say this? Best would be basically oh my god, I'm looking for the right word. Troll. Basically a troll would be the right word. He likes to troll a lot. He likes to have fun, which is the point of this. We are here to have some fun. We're here to enjoy. This is gonna be special tactics coming in about a few rounds soon enough. In any case, look at this. Noob is going to be defending top middle. That's a good start. Unfortunately, Ogris fast and furious through the smoke. Ogris, he ain't joking around, boys. Oh, that's a fail flash. Is that... who threw that flash? Who threw that flash? I think it was who. I mean, that. Did you get the joke, guys? I'm like, who threw that flash? You know... I'm sorry. I'm just joking, people. Come on, I'm trying my I mean, my license got revoked about never, so there goes nothing. Ha! I am definitely happy to see who has well performed. As I said, you know, some legends from 1.6, some legends from today, against the home crew of the Bitstamp team that has gone through quite a turmoilous time back in the day. Well, back, you know, if we revert the months a few. since we started back in December. They've had a bit of a back and forth, bit of a here and there. They weren't always successful, they weren't always doing too well, but most of the time they played consistently throughout, and I gotta say they've improved even though they might not be actively working on improving, or at least not actively working together on finding improvements. They're doing fairly well for themselves. I think they're doing a good job enough to challenge, you know, even a team like currently the Diamant management team. They're doing a good enough of a job, and ooh la la, this is going to be a bit of a failure push. Savvy first to die, that's always a mistake. So the rule of thumb in this game is the best player should always be third or fourth, potentially second if you have somebody that's going to be calling out well and pushing out well, because you want him to be the one that survives the initial contact, not be the one that takes initial contact and dies for it. Meanwhile, we've got Dankus on Treachery. Ogris is going to be playing in pool. There's no support there. Exe gets absolutely destroyed, not even sure what he's doing. Whilst Who is, well, just Who. Oh, Ogris. Oh, you sweet summer child. Oh, Ogris, I saw that, and I'm gonna haunt you with that all night long. On Friday, he and I are casting EPL Season 15, and I'm definitely gonna be haunting him with that. Thank you for the replay, by the way, production. I love it. Like, just Ogris. Oh boy, oof. It pains me to see it, but you know. Still love to see it. Obviously having some fun. Oh my god. No. No, Ogris. You deserve to die there. You buy a P90? No. It's a fat no from me. And if you had watched any of the series we've had here on the challenge of the Bitstamp challenge, gaming challenge, you would have known not to buy a P90, because it never works. Unless you're young Luke, who does it just to spike me. I'm joking, obviously, but, you know, sometimes really, you usually want to avoid those. In any case, we've got Savvy with the P90 now. Never thought I'd see that. In any case, it's going to be the AK on Tretch. We've got Exe with the Tech 9. We've got a Deagle on Who. On Who, you say? On you, baby. Well, yeah, never mind. I'm gonna be making jokes like that all night long. I'm sorry in advance. I'll apologize, but I don't really mean it, you know, because I love it. There goes Who. You said Who? In any case, Exe. Opportunity missed. Will it be? Nah. Bucketman doesn't give those opportunities back, of course. Savvy and Treachery. Nicely done, Tretch. Will find himself the first. But unfortunately, that is going to be his last. Okay. So far, so good. I mean, guys, the home crew is doing a good job. They're picking the slack up. And by the way, you guys know we can talk with each other, by the way. You know, you guys can, we can chat. You guys can write in chat, ask questions. You know, we can have a bit of a two-way discussion. This is not a single channel, you know, going one way. You know, I mean, it kind of is, effectively. It kind of is, but again, you know. Ooh, perhaps a little bit of an overextension coming out from Savvy there. He still finds one. Dankus replies. Who replies as well? And unfortunately, Who becomes nobody. So, who is it? It's nobody, guys. 6-5, and it shall be pistols and Kevlar for the most part here for the T side. Although, I could imagine them going for AKs. Ogris has to double eco anyway. We've got Savvy that's going to have enough for an eco. Who as well. Treachery as well. He could go for a Galil drop. I would have preferred to see a Galil drop. Maybe even an SMG like a Mech 10 drop. So just, you know, they give themselves something more than just bare bones. But here comes a nothing as Ogris will fall. Who will find one that's noob to fall. And good start. Good stuff. And I see a lot of love for Ogris in chat. Come on. Come on. Let's give him some more loving. He's gonna love it. Once he listens back to this VOD, trust me, he's gonna have a hard on. And of course, I mean a hard time understanding what we're saying and what we're laughing about. In any case, young Luke. Oh, save. He cleans out one, cleans out two. And see, that's the beauty about this game. When you have somebody as naturally talented, well, skilled, and, well, more specifically, playing for the majority of his life behind a PC, CSGO, or CS in general, you get to see rounds like that. XDev finds Bucketman, unfortunately, on A, and now it's all down to young Luke, who is a little bit slow to respond on the outro. And there we have it, 7-5. So far, so good. It's looking solid coming from Diamant Esports. Let's hope they can keep this charade, this performance up, and not stop at 7. And why I say that is because it is the T side. Once we switch on over to the CT, I trust there's going to be a lot more issues. Many more problems will arise due to the fact that the CT side is quite more difficult to play. Quite a bit more difficult to play, in fact, when you compare it to the T side of Inferno, due to having to have some structure, having to have some, you know, thorough, planned out plays and such, and more specifically responses, have a good sense of rotation, coordination, and generally how you compose yourself around the map. It's not easy. It really is not. Oh, thank you, by the way. Loki, of course, our host, effectively, will be posting giveaways in chat. The first giveaway I already posted. It is a Bitstamp trading fee coupon in the value up to $50, I want to say. I think it is $50. Meanwhile, the retake is on. Oh la la! Hey yo, Noob and Young Luke, a 4K for Young Luke. Luke, would you look at that? Young Noob, not Young Luke, my god. I wanted to say Young Noob, and then somewhere in there I reverted to Young Luke, so it is a 4K for Noob, aka Young Noob, whilst Young Luke gets one himself as well. So well played, good retake. They take down who is the last player on Banana, and they successfully overtake the round, 6-7, and it's looking far better than what I believed it possible. This is looking pretty solid, and so far the prediction from the MIA player is kind of on point, not gonna lie. It is on point. We'll have to wait and see how the CT turn goes. As I said, it's gonna be a difficult one. Savvy gets wall-banged. Well, that's gonna suck to be him right now. And more specifically, it's gonna suck to be Ogri, says he's gonna have to do it all by himself. Tomo deserves only love? Yes. Only Tomo deserves love? Also yes. I love him. Deadpan humor is what he is absolutely amazing at. And like I said, we play D&D together, and his character is just amazing. It's like a character, not exactly of himself, but it's like a stoic himself, and it's amazing to watch that character develop. I'm really not joking about that. It really is. Excited. Tomorrow we have that session as well, continuing on from last week where we left off. Whew, it's going to be fun. In any case, it's going to be fun to see this round conclude. 48 seconds. They're going to be taking their sweet, sweet ass time. Who finds Skooma? But look at that. Noob at a double. And would ya look at how well the home crew is doing here. It's going to be 7-7. It looks like it could be 8-7. Jay Becker. Oh, yeah. I'm a professionalist at talking at myself. And with myself. So, I appreciate that. Also, yes, I am so happy my voice is back. I cannot stress enough how happy it makes me that I can fully reach the range of my vocals and in general just my vocal range in full. It really gives me, you know, that pleasure to know that every time I talk I don't feel like somebody's scraping the inside of my esophagus and throat with a hot iron or a grate or some sorts. You know, the cheese grate with what you know, that kind of thing at my sore, beautiful throat. In any case, we've got round number 15, last one of the first half. We are continuing on as Ogris, what's that spray? Come on! What's that spray? But heck, yeah, that's not gonna work out. Noob gonna be on site. It's gonna be a 1v3. He has to hold the fort. He has to find one at least. He's gonna have none. Oh, Igze! Did you just jump in his face and give him a headshot? Because it looked like it. I might want to call Ichi here. Ask him if he gave you some Google documents to scan over. Google pages to see if you could find something. Come on, what the hell? I thought that's only possible in pro games. Well, I guess I was wrong. Who, meanwhile, is about to die as he does not expect the player from balcony. It's going to be a 1v2, and now Egze. This is such a good position for him. If he can play this right, but the defuse can still happen. It's planted for short, and right now Dankus. Oh, Egze. Okay. Savvy, Igze, and Ogris are the ones that are leading. I mean, it's not even Ogris. Screw Ogris here. Look at Igze. 14 frags, 19 deaths. This guy is rocking this one hard. Who would have thought? The man is a beast. He's certainly practiced hard. I can guarantee you that much. Meanwhile, we completely forgo the fact that Noob has 19 frags. So don't forget the fact that this guy is right now hard carrying his squad. It's not going as well for the home crew, but I think they'll do better now on the T side. I really do. I honestly believe they'll do far better because they'll have more open space to play with. They'll be able to abuse the mistakes of the CT side of Diamant Esports far better than what they would otherwise be able to do on the CT. And in general, I feel like their T side, whilst perhaps being more chaotic, they have a tendency to be more successful with it. As you can see here, a little bit worried, obviously. A little bit of worry in the faces of the guys. They don't want to lose the first map. Young Luke, as stoic and as serious as ever. I actually forgot to ask the man himself if he is as serious in this game, or in life, as he is in this game. Skooma, by the way, like I said before, lovely guitar collection. Dankus is also just absolutely prepared. Oh yes, Loki. Not who, but you. And it's also from, I think, the joke. Well, we'll get to the joke back to the joke in a second. Let's first see how this pistol goes. Who finds one? That's a good start. It's gonna be Skooma. Ooh, Savvy finds a second. Treachery on site. Savvy a third. Ooh la la, it's looking good. Treachery finds another. What is this madness? Okay, and the pistol was a little bit of a mess, wasn't it? The boys in green were a little bit messy here. But yeah, the jokes were made in Stargate and in Rush Hour. If you guys remember, in Rush Hour, Jackie Chan and the, what's the name? Oh my god, I always forget what's the name of the actor. I gotta recall right now. I'm actually Googling this. The actor that is called Chris Tucker, yes, Chris Tucker, I love the actor, that he met like a master of judo or some sort of arts, and he's like, I am who? And he's like, I'm you, and I'm not you, you're you. It's like, it's the classic jokes, obviously, but who is you is you, and well, it is about to be boo-boo, big boo-boo, because Bitstamp's home crew is about to be losing 3 rounds. Also, Stargate, one of my favorite series. I've probably said this time and time again, and I'll say it again. SG1, absolutely fantastic up until, oh man, up until O'Neill leaves the show, as in, you know, leaves being the colonel but becomes the general, so he's no longer in the SG crew. I hated that. You know, they should have kept O'Neill permanently. I don't care what rank he is in the army and all that jazzle bazzle. Also, you know, in general, just Stargate, Atlantis as well, pretty cool. And I'm kind of sad that nothing else came out of there. I disregard Origins and Universe because they canceled it, and Origins because it's just absolute trash shit. Forgive my French, but that's what it is, and it deserves no other call out. Meanwhile, we continue on. Gun round for Bitstamp's home crew. They've got AKs. They've got an SG on Dankus. I love the idea here. They're playing towards B. Oh, Ogris. Oh, okay. My eyes ignored the weapon because I usually ignore Negevs. Because they're both the funniest and the saddest weapon in the game. So let's see if Ogris will be sadder or will he be madder. Let's see. B rush? No. Back towards A. What? Okay. Yeah, Obi, they didn't commit to the wrap. Well, last round was just a bit of a... let's not talk about the pistol, shall we? It's just a failure from the home crew. It happens. It happens. They just need to be committing more, and they need to be more... how to say this best would be... They just need to be a little bit more conscious about the fact that, you know, sometimes you just gotta finish the job, no matter if you lose or not. You just gotta go through it till the end, and you see where it leads you to. Because if you stop midway, then you never know if you could have been successful or not. I actually offered, Slow Hero, I actually offered my services to the home crew a few times. You know, I was vocal, I was like, yeah, you guys, if you need help, I'm willing to help out. But since they never play together, I don't think there's any point in having a coach. Not gonna lie, they never play together outside of what they play here, in terms of, you know, just team play. This is by the words of young Luke himself. So they play matchmaking, like 3 of them or 4 of them, but never all 5. And I get that, you know, everybody's busy with their lives. They don't all have time. But young Luke has time to win the round. Young Luke has time to win the round. Na 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 na. There we go. That's good. You know what? I'm a little bit surprised that nobody's really cheering. Okay, Noob is cheering out. There we go. You know how much I would be cheering? Dude, I would be like, even if I play just classic Face It, I'm like, yeah, I'm like going super hard, you know, super hard supporter or super hard fan, or, you know, just happiness when I win or play or do anything, or somebody else does anything. And I think that's the one thing I'm missing here from the guys. You know, maybe a bit more energy in terms of winning rounds, just show them the love, show them the quality. But what am I talking about all the time? Well, I'm talking about everything and anything. We can talk about the universe, you know? Meanwhile, Bucketman and Noob are cleaning house, but, you know, Bucketman's got a bucket. The Noob is a noob. And Ogris is about to die. Yep, there we go. Okay. Round 10, 20, my god. 10 rounds on Diamant Esports and 9 currently on Bitstamp home crew. This is looking a lot worse for wear than I initially thought, but as I said, it's going better on the T side for the home crew than I'd usually anticipate against a team of the challengers tonight. T side is, as I said, a little bit favorable to the home crew, I feel like, because chaos is where they strive at. Life advice, facts. Well, we can talk about both those 2 things, and I can make them life facts. Or, you know, those Reddit tips, how do they say this? We can either do shitty life pro tips, or we can do life pro tips. So decide on what you want to learn and how badly you want it to go. I'll teach you about halfway, and then you gotta figure out the rest. Bucketman, good job. Savvy, though, is about to die. He is outlined in pit. He's got 2. Does he get a 3rd? Yes, he does. Prevents the plant. Ooh la la. Eggs are now alone, coming out through long. It's gonna be difficult here, because he is coming in without a diffuse kit, but he gets the first shot off. Skooma, though, challenges him, gets a lot of damage on. And it's going to be now Noob in a 1v1 against Exe. Can Exe clutch again? Let's go, Exe. Let's go, Noob. Oh, well, that might have... Guys, I'm a master wizard. I know. I know. See, I clapped and the round was over. I should have just clapped it. I mean, yeah, I guess that works. Who would have thought? Well, who certainly would have thought. In any case, Savvy, good hold. Not gonna lie, if he had focused on balcony instead of site, he didn't have the foresight to see him in balcony, so I guess he still made the right choice, delayed the plant, gave time for Exit to come close and get the kill, or get the double. So a 1v2, well clutched by Exit, gotta say, well done. Good clutch, saves the day for Diamant Esports, and it's gonna be round number 21. Up out for young Luke, we've got an M4. Well, we've got 3 M4s, M4A1Ss on Exasavian Who, and an M4A4 on Treachery. Who, meanwhile, with the first one, that's Bucket Man to fall. Meanwhile, we've got a Galil and AK for Skooma and Dankus. Young Luke with the op, obviously a danger, but if he's alone at the end of the round, nobody's gonna care. So let's see how this one switches out to be. Dankus with the good start. That's actually really good. Treachery will be caught. Savy's playing underneath. Of course, short. Ooh, this is an interesting choice. They're kind of delaying this A push. I'm not particularly fond of this. They should have already been going for it. Now the rotation could have happened. Who finds one? And that's only the one, but it could potentially be enough, especially if Savvy holds the line. He now knows there's one on long, plays this control angle. Do you really want to challenge that? The answer is nope, you don't. Meanwhile, we've got rotation coming in through CT. That's going to be Ogris with the AWP. Would you look at that? Ogris with the op. He's molding right now. Ogris is like, I have an op and I have not shot once. Makes me weak. I love this double push from long. Ah, that molly is a little bit wasted. Like, actually super wasted, but, you know, who cares, I guess, right? 2 bullets. Ooh, pulls out the USB. Classic Savvy pull. Doesn't reload, goes for the USB, doesn't do too much damage, and now a 2v2, Ogris and Exe. Let's see the two Meisters at work here on the retake. Ogris already with the op out of a library. He needs to spot that app's position immediately. He needs to be aware of mini pit and broken wall, and he needs to be aware of graveyard. The Molotov is well timed. He sees the man on the bicycle. Good molly. Now he has to isolate the player that's burning, or at least Exe has. He will. That's a good one. Underneath, small pit. Nobody's there. Now they know he's an apps. Surely they know. The nade. Ogris with the money nade. Kobe. And we might as well call it an ogre. Nope. No takers? Okay. You guys have kind of quieted down after I after I said that I can start with shitty live pro tips. Seems like you guys really value our life. See? Live pro tip. Don't listen to shitty live pro tips. That's a live pro tip right there. Free of charge. If you want more, gotta subscribe to my OnlyFans. It's only $5 a month. Now it's gonna be $7 because of inflation. I'm obviously joking if somebody hasn't yet... You know, if it hasn't yet been clear. I don't have an OnlyFans account. I have a free Pornhub account. Okay, let's enough with the self-deprecation and jokes. Let's see what the round has for us here, as it is going to be a 3v3 right now. Treachery, Who, and Savvy. Well, Treachery's out, but he's already going to be having Who in defense towards Rocket. Savvy now knows there's young Luke close by with the deagle. Ooh la la. Unfortunately, time runs out for young Luke. If he was old Luke, he might not have even gotten that far. Well, there you have it. Oh my god, Ogris, you bought that just to piss me off. I know he did, and now I'm 100% convinced he did. I am 190% convinced Ogris buys the P90 here just because he knows it's gonna tickle my berry, and I'm gonna be very mad about it. You know, this is like a parent telling to a child to not eat the candy. Oh la la. And he gets a kill with it. He gets a kill with it. Why are we allowing him to be rewarded with a P90? Please, somebody punish that buffoon. He's buying a P90. He knows better than that. I mean, he knows that because we casted together games where there were P90s and they went absolutely bonkers. Ay. Noob, meanwhile, finds Savvy. That's a good pickup. That's actually probably the best pickup they could have hoped for. Exit, Treachery, and Ogris left. And Ooh, that went down sideways quickly. Now, what are you going to do with a 50 drum magazine, 50 bullet magazine? Well, the answer is just spray and pray. Spray and pray. Why was there not a song yet made about CSGO spraying and praying and stuff like that? It sounds like a really good Catholic song, like one of those mega churches that we have in America. Well, not me, but, you know, Americans have it. Sounds like a good business plan, you know, create popular songs out of pop culture and video games, and all of a sudden you've got yourself a mighty amount of young people listening to your music, and then you can add in subliminal messaging, and you can brainwash them into paying billions and billions of money onto corrupt pastors and preachers. Hey man, easy profit. Ooh, Ogris, you died because you deserve to die due to the P90 pie. Ha ha ha. Also, Kozix, do you have something against D&D? I saw that little bit of a D&D lol moment earlier. I would like you to explain yourself. Thank you very much. And I will have you know that I play D&D 3.5 Pathfinder Edition. That's only for the hardest and truest of D&D fans. So much mathematics are involved that I probably would have passed high school sooner than I would have passed the D&D level 5 battleground. So please, have some damn respect. I wanted to go off a tangent. I will have you know I've got 300 confirmed kills in battlegrounds around the world, Iraq, Iran, Syria, and so forth. I am a special Navy SEAL. that copy pasta never gets old, not gonna lie. I haven't seen it in a long time, so maybe it's time to kind of revitalize the good old days. Meanwhile, we've got a shitty buy on Diamant Esports and a decent enough of an investment from the home crew. 10-13, they win their previous round, they put themselves back up, and young Luke with the AWP might make the difference if they're going to be too jittery here. Glenn Sovre, I'm not even going to comment that. Change my mind. Change your brain. Change your brain, good sir. That is all I have to say. Savvy, meanwhile, changing some tires and oil on the team of Bitstamp's home crew, but unfortunately the cost was too high, and young Luke with the pistol finishes the job. Ay, ay, ay. That was a very difficult round for Savvy, because he had to first duel 3 players, and then with, what, 10 HP that he had left, having to find another duel, it is quite hard to do so. If you want to get into cold hard facts, Mr. Glenn Sovre, might as well call you Glenn Fiddich, you know, if you've got such a sophisticated name. And then, you know, you look at my names. Sorry, I'm having a good time here. I know. You know, I'm all alone here. I feel like I'm slowly slipping away into insanity. And at the end of the year, once we have 100 episodes behind us, I'm gonna be like the Jack Nicholson of the Bitstamp's home crew challenge team, gaming challenge. You know, I'm gonna like, here comes over. Oh man, I can already feel the tension rising. Ooh, Bucketman and Dankus, what can you do? Hey, Treachery gets himself caught. Ogre says no Kevlar. Exe has an AK, sure. Savvy has the op. That's the beauty of this game. And I'll just give you an example of why. I'll give you a hard, cold fact, Mr. Glenn Sovre. There's a good reason why you don't buy the P90, because it costs too much of everything. It costs too much. That's it. That's all I can say. 2,250 or 2,350, something like that, for a weapon that has 50 bullets that doesn't even shoot that good. The only thing that it does have is a rate of fire that the Ep.10 actually surpasses, and it costs half the price and even less. Yeah, I'm gonna take that every day, baby. Savvy. That's a 4K with 9 HP. He's 9th on the board of players, and he's 9 HP in the round to save the day. Oh, unfortunate for Dankus. And we can see here Bucketman is getting a little bit excited, a little bit excited, obviously, but doesn't work out. Doesn't work out, guys. 14-11. Last chance for Bitstamp's home crew. It's going to be a B rush. Yep. Failed nade by who? But, of course, by you. Good molly. Where's the rest of the team? They got stuck behind that molly. That's the beauty of utility. And see, now back to serious topics. This is what I meant earlier when we were talking about Inferno. Utility is key in this game, in this map especially, or on this map especially. If you know how to use it, if you know how to put it to work, you can really do some beautiful stuff with it. Good stuff by Dankus, getting rid of Tretch. Treach, or Tretch, I guess treachery. Tretch. Unfortunately, it is only Young Luke left and Dankus without too much of anything. No Kevlar, no nothing. And this round is pretty much gone. Slahiro, you're saying that Young Luke was named the P90 expert? I want to speak, but I don't really know. I'm kind of disappointed. Honestly, I didn't know what I mean, I kind of expected that, but at the same time, I'm still disappointed. Because Young Luke, he seems to be the kind of player that would troll a little bit. Just having fun, obviously. Like I said, Savvy is the same, so don't get me wrong. Savvy is the same troll than anybody else. Maybe even the biggest troll of them all. That's the beauty about this. But here comes round number 15. Well, round number 16 potentially. If it is, of course, the home crew to fail. Picking up some success. Any success. Anything, really. Giveaway. Yeah, thank you, Loki. Another giveaway to be given to the peasants. Haha, peasants, enjoy your giveaway. This is what I give you. It is free. A trading fee coupon. It allows you to lurk the forests and hunt the king's deer. Or in this case, cryptocurrencies without fees. So you don't get to pay fees for trading your cryptocurrencies. So it's pretty much like the king's forest, You can hunt without having to be hanged. Yeah, I mean, the P90 is an investment to shock the enemy, but unfortunately, if it at least had done that, maybe. The Negev does the same thing better. Honestly, the Negev is a better weapon in all regards compared to the P90. It has laser precision. It has less cost. It has, slower mobility, which is a problem, but at the same time, it has like 3 times the magazine. 150 bullets, so yeah, 3 times the magazine. So I take the Negev every day over the P90. Meanwhile, Young Luke double. Okay, Young Luke clutch. This is it. This is the time of your life. Oh, treachery. Unfortunate Young Luke. It was the time of his life, but unfortunately it ended up being the time of his death. Map number 1 is done. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be finishing off with victory for Diamant Esports. The challengers will take the W once again here, unfortunately, to begin with the opener of this best of 3 Inferno. Now, don't worry, we're not done yet. A map is coming up that I'm very eager to see how it's going to go. It's going to be Ancient, people. Ancient, where I'm actually kind of worried for Diamant Esports, not gonna lie. Only Ogris and Savvy know how to play it. Now, maybe Iggs had practiced it. I wouldn't be surprised. I know Treach didn't play it, and I know who probably didn't play it. So I'm kind of eager to see how that one goes. In any case, gents, thank you for being here with me. Of course, I'm over. If you haven't noticed yet, I'm kind of enjoying myself as much as I can. You guys are free to write in chat. Remember, we have giveaways coming out as well. Consistently trading fee coupon giveaways. And also, don't forget that we have, of course, that Bitstamp is the partner and the sponsor of the Guild Esports organization. And they have some content they would also like to show us in the meantime. We'll be right back. Oh, we're back again. Oh, we got caught off guard, but we are back again. Ladies and gentlemen, we are jumping into our next map. It is going to be Ancient, and this time the choice of the home crew, of course, of the Bitstamp's challenge home crew itself, and they will be trying to face off Diamant Esports management team that have been able to defeat them on Inferno. But will they be able to do the same here on, of course, Ancient? The fake Aztec, basically. Which doesn't even compare to Aztec, but, you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles these days, folks. It's unfortunately just the way it is. Oh, we're back in the camera. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm just like, you know, I'm leaned in watching the screen. I'm like, okay, I've got a little bit surprised there. In any case, we are going to be enjoying ourselves another map at the very least. Now, we've seen Savvy pull some hard Ks. We've seen Ogris and Iggs actually do much of the same. And we've seen Noob once again prove to be the top tier here player of the home crew. Hopefully the rest of the team can now step up. It is their choice of map. It is their home turf. Last week when they played it, they've won it, I believe I'm not mistaken. And here we have, of course, both of the sides line up in full view, as we will be kicking off the game momentarily, worry not. And it was fire, Obilipnik. I gotta agree, it was fire, but will it be fire here? There's a lot of water, there's a lot of plucking around, but I wanted to say plusking around, but you know, that doesn't really work now, does it? In any case, it's gonna be the pistol round here to kick it off. Diamant Esports on their CT side, Bitstamp's home crew on their T, and it is a full-on B rush. I like this. I like the simplicity of this tactic. I really do. It's as simple and easy as they come. Savvy gets caught, Treachery gets caught, and that is it. That is going to be round number 1 to the home crew already. Good stuff here by Bitstamp's gaming team. Ooh la la, Iggs doing a little bit of damage. Definitely proving to be a bit of a tough cookie. Ogris, meanwhile, Speedy Gonzalez with a 5-7. No defuse kit means that this round is pretty much gone, no matter what you want to do here at Ogris. And I didn't catch one on Savvy, so I'm assuming there wasn't one at the end in general. As Ogris was the only one that bought any utility and a pistol, even. Meanwhile, 3 survivors, young Luke, Dankus, and I believe it was Bucketman, if I'm not mistaken, that got through the round itself. And already a timeout. We've got the Diamante team, esports team taking a bit of a tactical timeout, I would assume. I'd say it's a tactical timeout. Could be technical. Hey, hello, noob. How do you know that we are recording you? Hello, guys. Nice to see you all. Bon appetit, young Luke. Hopefully there's some Snickers in there. Gets your sugar going. Gets your adrenaline pumping. And Dankus, you look like you've seen a ghost. I mean, yeah, no, it's fine. Lovely stuff. Very serious face. I like that. He's very serious about this. And that is how you should be. That is how you need to be here. And as we said earlier, we are going to have... It was Noob, by the way, not Bucketman. Apologies. Young Luke and Noob that survived. Well, Dankus and Noob that survived the previous round. But in any case, timeout still going on for Diamant management team. Again, perhaps, you know, toilets are needing to be quickly taken care of. Going to the wash closet, the WC. You know, getting older means you got to take care of these things immediately or it gets messy very quickly. And some of these guys are ancient, you know. They've been at this for a long time. Unlike us youngsters, our young bucks, we can hold our liquor, or in this case, our liquids, solid or not. Hey. A little bit of fun, of course. We got to poke the bear. I mean, Savvy's got to prove himself to still be the best player in Slovenia, to throw a 40 bomb here, maybe 50 bomb, maybe 60 bomb to make sure, and just to confirm it. And I love the smiles on the home crew. Like, this is what I came out here for, having some fun, enjoying ourselves a good game. And that's the beauty of this, you know, having everybody laugh and smile and just have a good time, because if it's not about this, then I don't know what it's about. In any case, it's going to be our second round. The home crew is rushing towards A. I kind of like the idea. And right now, Savvy, you know, probably gotta take care of a leak or something. You know, who cares? Obviously, he's got something to care of immediately. Take care of immediately. And they're just playing around him. Obviously, there's no problem there. You know, happens sometimes even to the best. Ogris, that's actually well done. Blinded, but gets the kill. But Noob comes out to clean the mess. 5-1. Not sure if Savvy will be back for the next round, but it's actually an important round. So if we kind of break down what we've been seeing, what we saw, this is the gun round that's coming up where the first M4s will be bought, the first actual investment will be had. Ogris is somehow broken because he disobeys the laws of the jungle. You know, you disobey the law of the jungle and a predator will get ya because he can see what weapon you have on you. And presumably we'll wait a little bit longer to get the issues resolved for Savvy. I wouldn't be surprised if there's actually some legit PC issue. He's quite a tinkerer when it comes to PCs, and sometimes things just don't go as planned. Hopefully everybody's drinking water, people. Drink water, everybody. Chocolate in young Luke's mouth. Take it out. Reported for chocolate. In any case, it's going to be 2-0. Bitstamp's home crew currently doing a good job at being very effective early on. Let's see if they can keep it up. Savvy's back apparently as well. We've got the M4s on the backs of Diamant Esports team and Ogris with the scout. And this is where the cookie crumbles, I guess. Let's see how it goes as a mid-take will be ensued. Who in trouble? And who, you might ask, is who? Well, he is the one in behind you. Ogris finds Skooma as well. Good start. There goes Noob with Tretch finding the kill. That's actually surprisingly well done. Treachery is doing a pretty good job considering that he hasn't played this game in a little while now. 2 players on middle. Who will find Bucketman? And now it's down to Dankus to do it all by himself. He's going to have a 7-0 start, so reverse James Bond if he wants to save this round. That's what he needs. On his scoreboard, of course, not kill-wise, because he can only get 5. And that's, you know, 2 kills. Nah, never mind. I'm not going to explain math to you guys. You don't need it. You'll believe anything I say. The earth is round. The grass is green. The sky is actually not blue but black. Wink, wink. Unfortunately, Dankus doesn't get a single one. 5 survivors, and yeah, Diamant Esports actually keep themselves aloft here. With all 5, they get a bit of extra bonus money to keep, and they're going to be pretty happy with the outcome potentially if they continue down this line. Right now, M4s, AKs, all Gucci, a lot of utility. Ogris pushing towards this halls of Flansat. Savvy pushing towards Leopard and outside towards speed round or speedway, excuse me. Kind of makes sense. Ooh, this is gonna be very tricky. This is gonna be indeed very tricky. X is playing a dangerous game with himself here. He's got support in terms of, is that treachery with him? Yes, that is. That's Tretch right with him. But if you look at the current setup, Ogris, what doing, brother? How did he get caught in the flank? Ogris, how do you die? Ay, ay, ay. Ixa gets caught as well. Well, that is a disaster. Now, this is a disaster right now. Luckily, Savvy and Treachery have their aim on point, and that is going to be Young Luke in a 1v3, 1v2. Perhaps 1v1. Maybe. Mayhaps. Slow down. He can use the pixel on his left angle, which maybe he does not know fully about. 23 seconds and counting. Count it as 17 as you need 3.2 seconds to plant the C4. Count it as 10 seconds as you need 3.2 seconds to plant the C4. He gets treachery and now a 1v1 and is down to young Luke to save the day. My god, 1v3 into a 1v2 into a 1v1. Oh, through Speedway he's going to go, isn't he? No, no, no. He turns his... Well, that smoke's weird. Not going to lie. But okay. 1v1. And now who does not know where to expect... Yeah, that sucks. Sucks to be young Luke right now. He had such a good plan. Unfortunately, he was heard all the way running towards Speedway CT. And then that smoke kind of gave it away as well, because it was a random smoke. I guess he wanted to throw it on B ramp, trying to make it look like, you know, he's sticking somewhere to that position, or at least trying to be around that spot, but unfortunately didn't make it. And it is going to be the team that's going to be a bit concerned here, as the home crew is not going to be overly enjoying the loss of 2 rounds in a row. Yet they have the money, they got the plant, so they've got the investment to go into another gun round. Who, meanwhile, finds one. Man, who is doing really well. Now again, I do not know anything about how much he has played recently. I can safely say for both Treachery and Exed that they probably did not play at all, or a lot or at all. With the difference being perhaps I could believe Exed playing far more than Treachery if they played recently at all. Dankus with the op. Good stuff. Donut overtaken by Ogris. Everything relying on that Ogris position in Donut. Meanwhile, oof, Eggs has got a great spot in Temple, but oh, young Luco. Oh, he can deny the plant, but Eggs is going to be too late. Yeah, Eggs is going to be too late. He does find the kill on Dankus, but the lateness is what kills the B. I don't know where that comes from. That probably nowhere, but you know. Oh, he can defuse this. Just defuse it, man. Just hold it. Oh, he went through the Molotov. You didn't hear it? That sucks. Yeah. Maybe the Molotov was too deep. Possibly that's the case. Why he was crossing the molly without having been heard. This first flash was actually really good. The second flash, not as much. But again, then again, he didn't know where to expect the enemy from, so I kind of get it. Okay, 3v2. The home crew. They've got a lot of work ahead of them. Young Luke will get a free kill. Okay. I'm just as confused as you guys are. Trust me. Confused Pikachu face. Surprised Pikachu face. Mia Ixe. A.k.a. Diamant Esports. Finding a good start with the Deagle as well. It's down to Savy, Ixe, and Ogris. Savy seems to be set up on B. Ixe is rotating towards middle, and Ogris is waiting patiently in Donut. A.k.a. Krof. Panetrojanski. Kitajo Gaben. In any case, Dankus... Oh no, oh no, when you play against Savy, you can't let him win those duels. It's going to be a 2-on-2. And all of a sudden, the home crew, they've got a decent position to still win, but they do have one less player to play it with, and that means only one thing. A single mistake could make things so much more difficult, but luckily Ogris does not hit the shot, and that shall be the end of the day. Exe 1v2 against Skooma and Noob. Not gonna happen. Skooma finishes it off with a high note on a nade, no less, and voila! It all starts off with young Luke getting caught early in H, Flansat. Unfortunately, it all ends off being a disaster on B. Of course, for Diamant Esports. Full buy, Ogris with a 5-7. Again, this guy, Ogris, what are you doing? You're a commentator of CS, for Christ's sake. We cast it together. What are you doing? How are you failing on your economy so much? Come on, buddy. You can do better than that. Savvy, meanwhile, checking speed weight. Treachery finding Bucket Man. So far, so good. X is going to be caught because he's looking for more, I guess. Skooma, meanwhile, with a double of his own. It's looking solid. Who's going to be a little bit too aggressive, perhaps a little bit too wanting. Meanwhile, Savvy. 2v2. Right now, does he expect the flank from CT? The answer is no. He does not. And why would he? Okay, he does know about the flank. Well, he does know about the B ramp position, but now they should be expecting a flank from CT. That's a guarantee. Dankus, you're a little bit late to the party, but you've still got a chance. A smoke and an aid could go a long way, especially the smoke. Remember, smoke is up for 17 seconds. That's 17 seconds that your opponent has to take, into account where you're hiding, what you're doing, where you could have gone. So there's a lot of, a lot of variables that go into this. Meanwhile, man, he's really got a good, that is a nice set of guitars I'm seeing from Skooma. I'd love to hear him riff on one of those. He's probably a pro guitar player. I mean, or at least an amateur pro, you know what I mean? It's pretty sick. I've never been good at instruments besides my own fiddle. Savvy. Ooh. Ooh. He's re-peeking time and time again. The flash here didn't really work out as well as intended. Bucketman with an excellent return favor. Return to sender kind of thing. Who needs to be careful? You gotta duel off of one another carefully and more specifically very well-timed. That was actually a well-timed aggression. Well done, well done. They take over CT spawn, yes, but look at who. He's expecting that mid-U. Oh, spotted in the end by young Luke 3v2. Yes, who is in trouble? Oh, you. I'm just playing with the words now, making it sound like I know something. Young Luke, 1v, I guess X here, because he doesn't know if there's two players close by. Whoa, ooh. Don't you mess around, Treach. Tretch, I guess. Don't mess about. As Ogris gets the final kill, we secure the 4-4, tied up, and we are continuing on, marching ever further into the depths of this series. Lovely stuff. Here comes the boom. Round number 9. And it's an A take. And don't tell me you're going through the smoke. Please, for the love of God, don't say that. Who, meanwhile, challenging that take on middle. Or not that take, but rather that aggression. Ogris leaving A site. Changing out for the scout. Yeah, smart enough. He is tagged, so after all, it's a smart choice. But the flank, look at this. The M4A1S Cyrex of Savvy. Adorned with beautiful ponytails and unicorns and such. And who would have thought, but he's got such a bloodthirsty M4, you can't really stop it, can you? Who in Temple, supported by Ogris from afar. My name is Jafar and I come from afar. That's what Ogris is right now, and he's going back to being afar. Oh la la, who meanwhile... Yeah, the problem is here, Dankus 1 HP on... 1 HP, boys. 1 HP in chat. Where's the love? Where's any sort of love in chat? What is this? You guys... Oh, man. Come on, people. We've got giveaways coming up. The third giveaway should be coming up momentarily here. In about 5 rounds' time. Once we get to that halftime, we should be doing a giveaway. Around 14th, 15th round. So make sure you've got your Bitstamp page open. And all that good jazz. Yeah, who gets it easy? Okay. Money's still looking like it's a problem here for Diamant Esports. Kind of lacking a pretty high amount of it. By the way, as a reminder to anybody that's following CS for the last 10 years, 8 years ago today, it was Virtus.pro, the original Polish lineup that had won in Katowice. Just so you guys know. That was pretty legendary. It was today, 8 years ago. That's pretty sick. In any case, Eco for the home crew. Well, it's an upgrade round, but, you know, we all know how this goes on Ancient. And I am legitimately surprised that Diamant Esports are doing far better on Ancient than what I would have expected, actually. Legit. I expected this to be a bit of a... I can't really say it the way I want to say it, but I'll just say it the way I should say it. It's a bit of a disaster. I thought it was going to be a bit of a disaster show. And they're doing actually far better than I genuinely expected. So kudos to Diamant Esports team. They're doing well for themselves, and that is the management team, by the way. Imagine if what a main team could do. Imagine that. Anyway, Bitstamp gaming crew, home crew, not having the biggest time of their life here. They're definitely not, you know, enjoying losing again 2 rounds in a row. Well, a few more if you count the ones that they needed to get to 4, but still. It's going to be Savy that finds the entry with his beautiful karambit. Liepagena. That's an old karambit that's been around for quite a little while. If I'm not mistaken, it's the Slaughter karambit that has a specific pattern that is very nice. If anybody knows about knives and stuff, well, I recommend you checking out the prices for those babies, especially with those spider webbing specific floats. I was actually quite big in trading in skins. I used to do that a lot back in the day, until they closed all the markets. Then, well, you know, what are you really gonna do? Okay. Here comes the giveaway, lads. As we said. Yes, Kozix, the Virtus Plow was here 8 years ago winning Katowice. Well, here not exactly, but close by as well, I guess, in a way. Poland's not too far away. On the front today, actually, funnily enough. We stand with Ukraine. That's what we can say. 7-4, okay. It's getting a little bit serious. I hope that our lads in green have something prepared. We can see here it's not happiness they're, you know, kind of exhuming, and can't blame them. I wouldn't be too happy about the outcome of the current rounds as well. But nonetheless, things need to change and quickly. Otherwise, they'll be looking down a barrel of a potential 10-4, excuse me, 10-5, 11-4 half. Well, yes, exactly like that. That works like a charm, folks. That's a classic Mia move. That's a classic move that we get to see a lot of times. Savy gets absolutely destroyed, and that should be it. That should be 5. Well done. Well done, the home crew. Gaming team of Bitstamp. Like I said, I really would have loved to see them prac a little bit more, play a little bit more, you know, commit a bit more time into this. Because well, they are obviously not going to be pros ever, but, you know, why not improve a little bit? Find your niche and actually present to be quite a challenge. I legitimately believe that they could present to be quite a challenge to anybody, not necessarily from the whole region, but from a wider region of amateurs, and as long as it's not semi-pros, I think they could be an actual challenge to pretty much majority of the teams if they would have invest time into this and pracking and stuff. Because let's say Noob is doing really good. Like he's got some very good moves, decent movement in a way. Crosshair placement is also not bad. You know, Skooma and Young Luke clearly know what they're doing to a degree, sometimes getting lost in their own minds. Bucketman, well, is Bucketman. We can't really blame him for anything, because he deserves not to be... Ooh. Ooh. That one kind of hurts, not gonna lie. Young Luke, Skooma, fine too. That's gonna work as a B-pit take, but Nuke fails that flash. And for... Oh no, oh no. Oh no, that's a C4. Ooh, that's the C4, guys. That's 8-5. That's no longer a positive outlook on the scenario. Oh god. Oh god, that indeed is not good. Meanwhile, young Luke, whilst getting one, he's going to be caught in the back by Ogris and... Ogris. Amen. The worried faces of our lads in green. Let's make sure they understand that this is not the end. Well, they know that, obviously, but, you know, even if they lose, it happens. You can't always be winning. You gotta lose some to win some. You gotta lose some to get used to that and, you know, kind of learn from your mistakes. Meanwhile, Exit, that Molotov is way too late, my friend. Savvy finds one at least. That's gonna be a good change up. Tretch can find one as well. He does. Savvy with a P90. Oh god, I'm gonna flame Savvy for dying to a P90 always. Always! Dying to a P90, Savvy. Are you serious? Tsaka. Thankfully, that's not correlated with him. But yes. Skooma, Noob, and Dankus. How do they play this now? Afterplant. Oh. Well. So far, so good. Well, for Diamant Esports at least, but the afterplant of Skooma. The position here is pretty hard to fizzle out. To weasel out. And this is the end. Dankus wins the duel. There we go. Good job. 8-6. And Savvy died to P90. That is going into the annals of this series. I can tell you that much. Meanwhile, round number 15. Last one for the first half as we open it up with a bare bones buy-up for Diamant Esports. Tretch buys a UMP. We've got an MP9 on Save. We've got a FAMAS on Who. Deagle and 5-7 on Exen Ogris. A very aggressive stance towards B, and this looks like, excuse me, towards A, not B. It looks like it's going to be a free A site, and indeed it is. We should regard this as an 8-7 half, actually. Given what we're seeing, this should be 8-7 quite quickly, actually. Hard time imagining how it could get any better for Diamant Esports in a scenario like this. Yeah, Ogris falls. That's pretty much confirming what we already know. Exa coming in hot with the Deagle through Temple. Savvy finds the kill. Okay. Treachery still has the UMP, but can't whiff it enough. And no time. You want it or not, you have no time. That is going to be it, ladies and gents. 8-7. First half of the second map is done. Ancient. Far from being completed just yet. And here we go into a short break, of course, for the players to take a bit of a toilet break. A little bit of respite from the shenanigans. So, second pistol is about to start. We're kicking it off with a little bit of a different setup. Well, not a setup, but rather different positions for these two teams. Obviously, it's going to be Diamant Esports going onto the T side. We've got the CT for the Bitstamp side. And look at this. Noob again, 16 frags, 13 for Skooma. Unfortunately, Young Luke and Bucketman are a little bit more quiet in this second map. On the other hand, we've got Savvy with 16 as well. And in these replays, we see how well, of course, both the challengers and the home crew are doing. Pretty damn well, I gotta say. I was surprised from the get-go to see Exe play very solidly, likewise. So happy to see that. Really am. Legitimately didn't expect it. Thought it's gonna be a lot worse. Haven't played in a while, that is true though. So never knew what to exactly expect. But here comes the B push. Oh no, it's only Danko. Surely they check Cubby. They will check Cubby and they will jump onto him. But unfortunately, oh, Danko's ace clutch almost a 4K. Excuse me, a 3K. Skooma and Young Luke stole 2 in between there. But a 3K by the dualies. Superbly performed here. And I see the first kill was actually Skooma. So there's that. But still, Danko's. Damn. I wanted to make a joke on his name, but I cannot, because that would be not very nice. I cannot make a joke there. 8-8. Meanwhile, force buy, not surprised. Diamant take up the Galil for Thresh. We've got Tech 9s, a Deagle for Exit, and a PT50 for Who. Noob finds 2. And that's a wrap. That is 9-8. The home crew is actually doing a good job at controlling the early success here of Diamant Esports. Not giving them the pistol. Not giving them any sort of success. And forcing them into uncomfortable force buys that eventually lead to a lot. Oh my god, Ogris. He is trolling hard. And so is Savvy. Look at this. They bought Kevlars and mini pistols. And I get why. I know. It's fine. You know, you don't want to feed the beast too much. But come on, lads. Take this seriously. You gotta take this seriously. I like the PT50 buy by Ogris, by the way. See, the difference between Ogris and Savis' economy doesn't seem like much right now. But 400 will make a difference between winning a round and losing a round. That diffuse kit can actually make a huge, big bulging bonus to your success rate, I guess. And apparently, we cannot use some words starting on B. It's weird. Gotta press the buttons, all of them. You know, I'm like Dee Dee in Dexter's Laboratory. Just, ooh, what does this button do? In any case, 10-8, and I love what I'm seeing. The home crew is doing a good job at controlling this disaster that was, well, initially started off on map 1, but now it seems like it's not going to be starting off here on map 2 as well, as they pick up the pace, get themselves some success, and it seems like they might actually take this map in their hands. Dankus on Ogris, good job. And now only to Exen save it kind of falls down to trying to salvage what is left of the round itself. Noob on A takes down Savvy as Exe in a 1v4, whilst having a chance to still win. The likeliness is not as high as one would have otherwise suspected. Even in a pro game, a 1v3, a 1v4 is not just rarely, but almost never successful. You can have it once per map, maybe, in a pro game, so, you know, something like EPL 15th season, or Katowice, or Cologne, you know, big stage tournaments, millions of dollars of investments and such. Maybe once per map that you would have a 1v3, a 1v4. If it's simple, if it's Navi, if it's maybe Shiro Gambit, maybe twice or 3 times. But even then, that's a lot. Here. Highly unlikely. My god, he's actually doing it. He's actually doing it. He's legit doing it. Oh, ooh, Exe, you didn't know where the bomb plant is? Oh god, oh, time. Time is evident. Okay, I'm gonna walk myself out of here now. Wow. Oh my god. What the hell just happened? How? Bruv, 1v4. 1v4. He had a 1v4? Oh, no. No, lads, no. That's not supposed to go like that. Thank you. Finally getting some success, but what just happened? What just happened? Exe. I want to know what webpage you visited before you started playing, because clearly it was the right one. Oh, amazing. 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 Oh, Exe. So good. I never thought I'd be saying that, but so good. Also, yeah, this M4 does smell like it's coming from League of Legends, from Arcane or something. It's not a bad design per se. It just looks like what's the name of that artist, that painter that had like weird pictures? No, it wasn't Andy Warhol. It wasn't Jackson Pollock. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. It was Jackson Pollock. That was, of course, production coming out with the big brains there. You know, that just kind of threw paint on a canvas and said, you know, that's it, on a canvas, yeah. And just said, that's pretty much it. You know, that's how the cookie goes, and that's how my paint goes. I was, you know, I never got. Can somebody, like, okay, I get it that it's oh god. I know it's to each their own, but I never got the idea of art actually being just a mess of everything. I don't, like, my brain doesn't comprehend that as art, but more like dirt, because that's what I did when I was like 5 years old. So I was like, you know, yeah, but there's, yeah. Well, let's leave that discussion for another day. This is not the time nor the place, as Ogris finds one, and it's seemingly an attempted B-rush that fails, but still, it's gonna be attempted. There's still more to come. Oh, come on. Kappa all you want, lull all you want, but nobody's losing just yet, and nobody's winning just yet. Treachery will be caught, so will be who. Dankus with the clear out, and that shall be down to Exe and Ogris. Goodbye, Ogris. Exe, this time around, not really going to be doing it, is he? 12-9, as we have a full buy for the T side. In a round that's going to decide the fate. Potentially. Of Diamant Esports and Ancient. Young Luke Glass Cannon. Ooh, that could be... I'm not going to say it's a mistake, because glass cannons are not necessarily bad. But they can be very much an issue. Oh, Bucketman, good job. Good job, Bucketman, holding the line. Oh, smart choice, Bucketman. That is actually a safe choice to fall back. Play it safe. Savvy. Oh, forgets about his flank on the left from Temple, though. It's going to be a 3-on-3 right now. Skooma coming in with the hot shot. Take for Temple. What? Nobody checking. Oh, God. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't have Savior Ogris. The ones that know the angles, actually. Treachery, unfortunately, as well. And it's down to a 3v1 exit. And this is what I had. Like, this is what I legit thought would be an issue on Inferno. Once we would switch out the sides, you know, that Diamant Esports would be having issues on the CT side like these, but they didn't. And here on the T side, they seem to be striving even further. And here we see the pictures, well, the camera angles of the guys themselves, doing a pretty damn good job at remaining calm and collected and keep on winning. Remain calm and win is the motto of life. That's how it works. 5 AKs, few nades. Diamonds are forever, forever. Oh man, the James Bond movie. Or, well, that's a song, but the theme song of Diamonds Are Forever, which was from Russia with Love, I believe, the movie, where Roger Moore played best James Bond and Sean Connery. In any case, Ogris finds one. That's a good start. B-side has fallen. Bitstamp's home crew at 13 currently. Gonna have to save. Run for your lives. Also, I just noticed the money for Bitstamp's home crew is horrendous. They have nothing in the bank. They should be giving chase to them. Ogris, I would like to check PC, please. Thank you. That's an internal meme. If somebody doesn't know, it's just a meme. Don't worry. His PC is as clean as they get, because he is an honorable master at this stuff. Trust me with that. Meanwhile, Bucketman, 1v4, saving the AK in T-spawn. Seems like a prudent idea when nobody's around. Holy shit, that's shot. That's pretty sick. That's a sick shot. Like, from the perspective of the Opera, it looks sick. It could have been a lot easier from the perspective of Ogris, because it's an angle you would look and pre-fire for. But still, it looks sick when you look at it from the perspective of the guy that died. Meanwhile, a full eco for the players that had no money left in the bank. Exe will find one, and Exe, what doing, brother? Oh god, they're gonna lose the round. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh, this is a disaster. Ay, ay, ay. This couldn't be worse, actually. Ogris and Savvy need to group up and clear out these tunnels, H more specifically. And there's a molly, there's a smoke, and a flash available to the home crew. So they've got all the utility required to block this passage for at least the next few moments longer. Well, 7 more seconds. Unfortunately, that's not going to be a lot, but, you know. There goes Savvy. Now Ogris, 1v2. He can't do it, Skooma. Skooma mama. Well played. 14-10. I mean... Slonchuk, you were right. You were right. You were right. AWP on Luke. AWP on who? Finally, no AWP on you. Meanwhile, we've got 4 AKs. A little bit of utility. Seems like a bit of an attempted fake towards B, with Ogris and Savvy running the fake, trying to sell this as an actual take of B. But in fact, that is not the case. Meanwhile, Bucketman. Ooh, he's got a good position to work from. He could actually catch both in the back. They won't be expecting this, not this early. Especially when they're not paying attention. That's why we called him the best for the longest of times. His intuition tells him somebody could be behind him. Turns around, gets the shot. Now, luckily, they get rid of him before things get out of hand. Gets caught on middle by, of course, young Luke. But here comes the push towards B. Or, excuse me, towards A, not B. And now Noob holds the line, finds Exe. 2 players left. That's going to be Who and Treachery. Who finds one. Young Luke replies additionally, but Who? It's the man himself. It's Who that's planting the bomb, that's bringing down the... Oh, that sucks to be him. Where's the call? Where's the hold? Skooma forgot. It's not the only player left, but luckily Dankus did not. And 15-10. We are finishing off the map. Potentially with success for the home crew. That will be a little bit of a disaster for the Diamant management team. Damn. It's getting a little bit harder here for them. It's going to have to be OT or it's no T. And here comes the W. Faces. Dankus. Clutch. Where it is? Where is it? Let's see it. Oh, well, nobody really reacted. Okay, never mind. I was like, somebody's gonna react. Somebody's gonna shout, but nobody did. Double up. Young Luke and Noob coming out with the big guns. We've got a little bit of a limited utility out of the rest of Bitstamp's home crew, so I'm not particularly fond of the fact we see nothing beyond the double up. Meanwhile, Noob finds one. Orgris replies. Still gonna be a bit of a back and forth. B-side lost, but not fully. And Savy and Orgris are down. Higgs is doing a great job as well at 23 frags. He's actually holding his ground pretty well. I am pleasantly surprised. And where's the support for the home crew, people? Where is the love for the home crew? Where's all the cheering in chat and the bits being thrown in the faces of the home crew? Oh, goodbye exit. Goodbye to, and let's be a little bit dramatic here. Treach. 1v3, 1v2. Don't step too far to the back. Molotov will burn you. Ooh, okay, the flash actually worked, surprisingly enough. But unfortunately, it doesn't work against double up. Ladies and gentlemen, round number 16, and a victory for the home crew of the Bitstamp team. Well done, well played. That is actually, without a doubt, a well-earned one. Hopefully, we'll see more action coming out in map 3, the final one, which should be... Help me out here. I believe it is Mirage. No, Mirage. I think it's Mirage, isn't it? Yeah, it is Mirage. Yeah, map 3 is Mirage. Thank you, production. We'll just confirm it real fast. There we go. It is Mirage, as I said. And we will be enjoying ourselves a short break and getting back into action momentarily. So don't worry about that. We are not done just yet. It is another giveaway that we have in chat. There will be a 5th one coming out, by the way, just so you guys know. 5th giveaway coming out on the last map of Mirage. We'll be back with the Bitstamp Gaming Challenge in about 5 minutes' time. See you soon. And we're back. We're back with the gaming challenge here. We're ready to see what is in store for us with the home crew of the Bitstamp challenge, team, and of course of the challengers today, which is the Diamant Esports management group. I'm kind of surprised that they actually dropped the map, and technically I'm not surprised because it was Ancient. You know, as I said, Ancient is really going to give them a lot of issues. It's a map that is very hard to get if you've never played it. It's a map very hard to play if you've never had the chance to enjoy it before, if you've never seen it. So it kind of makes sense that they would have an extremely difficult time getting over anything at all. But as you can see here, the lineups of the guys. On the right side, you've got the Diamant Esports team. On the left side, you've got the Bitstamp home crew that is fighting the challengers every week. Now, if you're wondering what you're just tuning into, you have come to the right place. If you want to play some proper games, have some fun. Meanwhile, you can sign up yourself. You can definitely sign up onto. You can definitely sign up on yourself. Oh, well, yes. You can sign up basically on the challenge every week on the Wednesday on the dot at 8 o'clock. The challenger team plays the home crew team in a best-of-3 fashion, trying to win the prizes that are offered by Bitstamp, of course, and just, have some fun. Meanwhile, if you have 4 players to sign up with, you can sign up from anywhere or everywhere. Even if you're from the Americas, it might, you might have 140, 280 ping, which in CSGO, it's not really going to work, but, you can try. You can always try. So if you want to try, feel free to try and see where it leads you to. The cameras of the boys here of the home crew, of course, being, I think, reinvigorated by this victory, but there's one thing I didn't mention, people. There's one thing I didn't say. One thing I didn't say is the fact that we are going to be watching Mirage. And when it comes to Mirage, I would dare say Savy can almost single-handedly win it. And yet he is, whilst he is completely out of practice when it comes down to it, he hasn't played in a long time. It is, how to say, gonna be a harsh one here, because if the home crew fails to pick up early rounds on Mirage and get themselves a little bit of an advantage going, get that momentum, right? Get that mentality, that positivity, it's gonna be difficult. It's definitely gonna be very difficult, and it's gonna all come down to a few vital moments in the game itself. The first gun round is gonna be one of those parts where when you go for those quick takes of A, quick takes of B, you really want to make sure you have those rule of thumb down. Basically, for B, you always want to get the first entry, or at least something akin to a first entry or a refrag. Your utility always has to be present either on window or short, so you can focus on only one of the two locations instead of both. You always want to have that Molotov in the backside, so you burn anybody hiding behind the wall trying to find you out. And you always want to have that molly either on balcony or underneath balcony between van and balk, so nobody's hiding below there. So those are the defaults you want to have for B take. For A takes, it's a lot simpler. You can run out of pit simply without anything. That's one take. Second take is you can have a few pop flashes ready from that window stair position, and you can throw it at the top of the lamp post, which lands directly. Basically in the eyes of anybody watching Pit or Palace. Now, for A, you always want to have a split ready. You always want to have a player in Palace, potentially two. Two is perhaps a bit much. 3 in Pit, 1 in Con, 1 in Palace. Get a split going, get that cling going. And once the guys in Pit starts engaging, the guys in Palace and Pit, the guys in Palace and Con have to engage as well. And let's see how this one goes. Ladies and gents, the knife round to decide who takes what position. As we open up to see, actually, if I recall correctly, and I would ask production to correct me on that, we haven't seen map 3 in a very long time. Last time we saw it was actually in the second best of 3 series that we have it. Yeah, in the second episode that we had in the gaming challenge. So it has been a while ago, and this would mark our 9th episode, if I'm not mistaken. I think. Episode 10, thank you, episode 10. I see it on the left side corner, thank you. So, it is episode 10. Apologies there, my eyes deceived me. I misread. It happens to the best of us. Exactly. And it is going to be, of course, Diamant Esports winning the knife. Choosing the side of the CT and starting off number 1 with the pistol here, as it is going to be the switch of the names on the top screen. Don't worry, we'll switch those names momentarily. Don't you worry. Our lads in green are Bitstamp's crew, not Diamant crew. There we go. Worked just fine. And Noob already finds first. Savvy, that's a great pick. And here comes the A take. Who defends? Nobody. Ogris is too far away. He's isolated in CT. He has no support. Bucketman finds him. And this is a perfect start to the map for the home crew of Bitstamp. Whew, Bucketman and Noob. They're doing all the work here. All the heavy lifting. Very well done. Lego Can, welcome to the chat, by the way. Welcome to the channel. If you are not following yet, you should. If you are following, well, then, thank you very much. I think Diamant Esports don't need reinforcements. They just need a mental coach to make sure they're not brought down by their own failures. Because that's what happened on Ancient. Exe won a 1v4, and yet they still lost. There can only be one explanation of that. Mental issues. No, I'm joking. Obviously, it happens. Bitstamp was just better. That's it. And the home crew here with this B rush seemingly doing pretty well for themselves. Not really going to be able to pull much out of it. Save you with the Deagle. Ogris with the 5-7. In this case, I'm going to be honest. I would have preferred to see them buy P250s for Ogris. Deagle for Savvy is fine because I know he prefers it. And honestly, a Deagle is not a bad weapon when you know how to use it. I mean, it's the best pistol when you know how to use it, but the P250 instead of a 5.7 without Kevlar is far better. Why? Because it's just cheaper for $200, and also it's lighter. It feels like it's easier to shoot with the P250 at a distance rather than the 5.7. So you have a higher chance of winning a duel with a P250 rather than a 5.7 at a distance, I mean. At close range, absolutely 5.7 takes precedence due to the stopping power and the speed at which you can shoot with. But its inaccuracy really does not make up for its price at distance. In any case, it's going to be the M4 buy. Here comes the full investment. We've got 3 M4A1Ss, 1 M4A4 for Treach, and we've got a Deagle for Exet. No utility besides a few flashbangs, no diffuse kit. Who gets caught by Young Luke? Good start. That's a B push. Exit gets spotted as well. And let's see how this one works out as we have a minute on the clock. There's the Molotov. It's a little bit late behind the party, but it could be enough to still break the bank here for the side of Diamant Esports. Ogris falls. He was on Edward, and that's a great position to play from if you got support from site. Unfortunately, he was isolated too quickly. Ixe still finds a kill. Young Luke on Treach. Or Tretch, excuse me. Now there's going to be a 2-on-2 action. Savvy coming in from kitchen, but he's late to the party. He's very late to the party. Dankus and Young Luke. And this is now Savvy's terrain. He excels in these 1v2s. He excels at clutches. And then bam, Dankus just deletes him off the server. Big bada boom. 3-0 and holy hell, what a start, what a game, what a map, what a series. This is what I wanted to see. This is what I came out to see, man. And lovely to have it. He will not hear the end of it. Savvy, that is. Or Ogris, that is. I will make fun of them for the end of, till the end of time. I mean, this is all in good fun. Obviously, we're colleagues. You know, we work together. So, you know, friends first, workers second in a way. I'll definitely visit Savvy soon and have a bit of a laugh about this, but Bitstamp's home crew, I mean, they're doing a great job. Let's not forget about that. They're really doing a great job controlling their emotions and, in general, controlling their tactics. They're playing smart. They're being very tactile and, or tactful. Excuse me, not tactile, tactful. And using their numbers, using their greater weapons to make sure they are securing the advantages they need. So it's lovely to see this coming out from the home crew. And even though they didn't practice, even though they look rusty at times, they seem to be doing far better than what we expected. And look at the happiness. Look at the faces. This is what I want to see. Thank you. Thank you, Skooma. Thank you, Noob. Thank you, Dankus. The smiles, the love, the expression is what we are here for, basically. To enjoy ourselves on a good night of CS and a good night of some fun. Opa, Ogris takes the advantage of that smoke. Not surprised about that. Keep in mind that the smoke right here was thrown by the T. Well, actually, was it by the... No, it was by the T's, right? I would have... I'm fairly certain it was thrown by the T's. Could have been by the CTs, but my eyes did not catch that. Yeah, it was thrown by the T's, because otherwise Ogris would have already utilized his own smoke. A noob will fall, so does Skooma. Meanwhile, it seems like an A play that caught a little bit fumbled. Not sure what the home crew is thinking here. Iggs is pushing deep B house. Iggs, you gotta stay where you are, mate. You can't push under. You can't push under. The timing here will kill you. Oh boy. Oh, he's gonna go back up. Dankus meanwhile spots Exet. Full retreat mode for Exet. Realizes that he's not in a good way. And that's a smart choice by Exet to go back up. So he just went to check underpass. I thought he's gonna keep on pushing. So that's very good. Bucket Man comes out to contact to Savvy. Will be caught, and that is a wrap for the round, I believe. First one for Diamant Esports. Ogris again in the same position. Well, not in the same position, but a similar position as before. Just a little bit more forward this time around. An extra Edward, we can call it. Otherwise, just under window or under house. It's a simple call out. No need to complicate it. I'll be damned. That's first round through and through. Still quite a few more to go. Let's see what the plan is. An A execution. Who would have thought? No, but honestly, there's again a simple rule in CS when you play with friends and, you know, family or anybody else. Go for the basics. Don't complicate matters. Go for the basics that you do know, that have either worked or otherwise you know they can work. Oof, Savvy finds an angle. Savvy finds two. Gets naded down, or at least brought down by Bucketman. Nades flying on Bucketman himself, though. 2v4. This is getting a little bit harsher for the home crew. Back and forth continuously. Exchange of fire, exchange of fight. There is a bit of a room. There is a bit of room for an improvement, I'll say. On both sides. Ooh. Oh! Oh! Noob! Noob! Oh, I can't call you noob because you're not a noob, but you're a noob. My god, what was that beautiful. That was beautiful. That was fantastic. That was fantastic. That was absolutely beautiful. What better way to start off this map than getting a clutch like that going? And there we go. There's the reaction. There's the energy from the guys. Much better than what we saw before. Bucketman will fall, so will Noob. Ooh, Savvy tried to bunny hop in towards ladder, but got himself a little bit distracted by the bullets in his face. Skooma and Young Luke. What can they do? Well, the answer is a lot, apparently. They've got Treach, Eggs, and Who to play with. Or against, more specifically. Eggs, meanwhile, continuing the success. The flash will blind Skooma as well. And this should be technically Eggs' kill. Yep, there we go. Second round for Diamant Esports. Looking solid, but not as rock solid as a diamond does. So we are not there just yet. Still got a ways to go. So, here we go. A execution looks like. There's not much to execute since they don't have anything, but this is one of those dry runs that I said earlier you can try out. Unfortunately, they do lose a little bit of HP here and there with the Molotovs flying against them. Nobody's checking the push from Under Palace. Who will find the kill? Savvy will find Young Luke, and you want to stay away from A when Savvy's at it. And like I said, Savvy, like, his experience is unrivaled in this matchup, unfortunately. There's no denying that. And anybody denying that is a fool. But again, it seems like, you know, the ring rust, as we would call it, definitely setting in a little bit. The ring rust definitely there. So. Okay. Bomb still planted. I mean, you know, that's success in itself. I gotta say. That's money for the T side that they otherwise wouldn't be. They would be missing quite a little bit here and there. They still have enough to buy, but, you know, a little bit of extra money never hurt anybody, right? Get me? Yeah. Also, we do have the op up on Savvy. That's what I wanted to say earlier already. We didn't see it in the first map. I think they were kind of... Did we see the op on Savvy first map? I don't think so. If I recall correctly, it was Ogris that had it. So they were kind of switching it out a little bit, but now they've come to be serious. They've decided, you know what, guys? We'll be serious now. Young Luke gets deleted. Ogris gets deleted. Back and forth trade. And this 4-on-4 is not going to be easy. Ooh, with a very clean shot. Savvy as well. Like I said, once Savvy gets the op up, I mean, see, this is what I was afraid of, that they wouldn't be taking it, like, that they would be taking it this serious from the get-go, when clearly, yeah, okay, so let's see how this one switches out to be. Bucketman 1v3. There's a lot of room for improvement, of course, when you go up against Savvy's op. You can try and, well, you've got to use utility to bring him out, or at least hold him in. You gotta go on the opposite side where he is. You can try it otherwise, but usually it doesn't end up well. And look at his positioning. First, to begin with, he was on middle window. Second, he was on A, and now third, he's on B. So just speaks volumes as to how positionally advanced he is in that regard, moving all about the map. And that's the beauty about, you know, the op itself, the gun. That's something I tend to go about on a rant when, you know, we cast together. Is like, you know, that's one of the beauties about an opper, is the dynamic plays that you can pull out. Basically, an opper should never be static, because that literally limits the success rate of an opper. Now, not always, but in most regards it does. And as long as it can be dynamic, switch out positions continuously, you're gonna be on the right position at one point in time, at least a few times in a row. Ogris finds noob on middle. This is an A take. No utility. It's a dry run. Let's see how well they can do. Will this be a tie? It does look like it. Okay, that went a little bit worse than expected. A little bit worse, a little bit. Not a lot, but losing Thresh kind of sucks, you know, that he had to die, lose his weapons and, well, money and Kevlar and all, but he's all good and dandy now as we go into round number 11. Almost finishing off this first half. We've got a full buy coming out for Bitstamp's home crew again. But things have gotten a little bit more serious as the drop-off is getting harsher and harsher now. What I mean by that? Well, you ask. The drop-off of their success rate. It's getting lower and lower, or higher and higher, I guess. Or is it lower and lower? I think it's higher and higher. In any case, Savvy. Good stuff through the smoke even. I'm not sure if he caught a glimpse. He must have caught a glimpse, or he just took a blind shot. That's a normal thing to do. It is the op after all. You want to shoot with this as much as you can. Exit deploys the smoke deep into, well, not deep, but into apps itself, so dissuades any further attention from the T's to try and aggress. Meanwhile, Savvy's repositioned in towards kitchen to watch Murder Hole, playing it very passively, and I kind of like the setup that Diamant is running. It's an unusual setup. Obviously, it's an unusual team, but I kind of like the defense they're running towards middle. They've got Ogris on mid short, so he's kind of keeping an eye out on that con position for the A side. Whilst they've got Savvy watching that murder hole towards jungle, so they've got an eye out on that flank from towards B. But now the question comes, how are they going to defend against this up-and-coming attack? That is clearly going to be a split A, and there's only 2 on A. Oh yeah, they're gonna go through jungle, aren't they? Ah, that's a deep smoke. That's a too deep of a smoke. Who will be caught? But look at that deep smoke. Treachery has to pull back into CT. Treachery, gotta pull back into CT or you're gonna die, baby. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, Ogris and Savvy fine too, but that was a little bit of a mistake there from both Who and Treachery. When you're playing alone on A, you always want to have your defense set in a manner of redundant defense, basically. And I know it sounds stupid, but it's actually very legitimately usable. You want to have one, let's say, somewhere in triple site and one in CT. So if the guy on site dies, you still hold CT control. And you can still fall back to that point continuously with the rest of the team for the retake. Or you can have one deep under Palace and one on CT and then kind of work that crossfire over. And unfortunately, the home crew is not doing too swell right now. They're burning a lot of money. They're burning a lot of confidence to be able to try and get these rounds, but they are not going anywhere. Or getting anywhere, more specifically. Like the Russians, running out of fuel, running out of food. That's the way the cookie crumbles when you have a massively corrupted government and basically military. 6-5. 4v5. A execution cancelled. Ooh. See, another thing in CS, and you know, not to be the man to say it, but you don't want to be, you really don't want to be, how to say this, indecisive. You want to make sure that whatever you do it fully, even if it sounds like a bad idea. Okay, if it sounds like a bad idea, you can switch it out. But usually you just want to commit to something fully, because otherwise you're going to do it half-assed 3 times, and that's just, you know, 3 times the failure potential compared to 1 time full potential. So, young Luke and Skooma, this is going to be very harsh for them. I don't think they can get much. This should be 7-5, no doubt. This time does not miss. As he hits the mark, Skooma is left over. 20 seconds to go. No choice but to concede this round. As Savy fake jumps. Is going to draw 10. No. Oh, Skooma. You heard the jump. Unfortunately, his voice or audio must not be too loud. And Savy with a 4K, 16 kills, and 6 deaths. This was the starting point. This is actually a standard procedure for CT oppers, jumping into that window ledge, because usually you expect him to be in the corner of the window ledge. Well, if he jumps on top of it, you get to tend to shoot at his legs, or don't shoot him at all. So it kind of makes sense. And here we're going to see the KZ. Oh, he failed the KZ position to jump onto short. He wanted to get that advanced spot. This is a B rush, and Igze is in trouble. He's got nobody else. He's blinded. He's dead, and that's a beautiful start. Bitstamp's home crew seemingly going to win this round just because of the rush that Igze failed to prevent. That's one of the scary things about a B rush. It's very hard to stop, and it's even harder to go for the retake afterwards. And yeah, that's it. Savy, 1v3. Does he try this? I'm fairly certain he does. Because he's going to be balls deep right now. He wants to try it as best he can. Unfortunately, going to be caught off guard. GG for the round. 7-6. And Bitstamp's home crew find another. The challengers are having a hard time. They've already lost the map. And I got to say, I'm proud of my boys in blue here. They're doing boys in green, actually. Apologies. Boys in green. Lads in green. Not even boys. Lads. They're doing a good job at making sure that this is not an easy match for Diamant Esports. And now all eyes on this A execution. Ooh la. Ooh la la. Here it goes. That nade. Oh, it doesn't finish off anybody. I thought Skooma could be in trouble, but no. He's at 50 still. Still alive. 7-7. Potentially. Yep. Definitely. Who dies? And Savy has no point but to save, but he just gets killed in the back. And that is round number 15 now. 7-7. Tied up again. We have all 3 maps going the distance. Gents and ladies in chat, all 3 maps have gone all the way on the halves. 8-7. 9-6. Actually, wait. First map was 9-6. Second map was 7-8, right? Yeah. And now again, 7-8. Regardless of who gets it, it is a success that I'm proud of to see from the home crew of Bitstamp's team, of course. Four M4s. 1 for M4A4. Exep and Ogris. Well, that hurts. Ogris does get caught, but the C4 is dropped in the window, so first have to be retrieved. Second, there's a flank already coming. That's Savvy. Treach gets caught. Failure by exit to prevent the plant, but it's fine. Who gets one? They spot the player in apps. They know the player on the plant. And with Savvy coming in the flank, there's nigh impossible odds to beat here for the home crew to win this first half. 8-7 as, of course, Diamant Esports management get themselves another win on the half. 19 frags for Savvy, 13 for Ogris, 11 for Who, 5 for Igze, and Treach, or Treachery, of course, with 1. So unfortunately not good, doing the best. On the other hand, we've got Bucketman with 12, Noob with 11, Dankus likewise, and Skooma with 10. And Young Luke doing much like Tretch, not as good as one would have hoped. So his upping skills need to take a bit of a bump up, or we could be seeing a very different ending to this map than what we saw on Ancient. Now again, we are switching sides here. So this means that it's going to be the CT side of the home crew that they're going to be playing on, which they are far more comfortable playing on Mirage with. Additionally, it's going to put a lot of pressure on Diamant, because then, or now, not then, they'll have to start doing far more complex plays in order to get away with the rounds. And that's a problem. That's usually a problem. In any case, here we go. Round number 16. Opening up the pistol once again. A execution, flash over, Savvy and Palace. Like I said, this is the A take you want to do. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oof. 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 I'm covering my eyes from the massacre right now. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, that hurt. Savvy's shot was sick. Like, Savvy's shot from Palace, blinded, was just mwah. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this madness. Look at this madman. This is what 10,000 hours of CS does to you. It makes you absolutely ludicrous at the game, but also makes you mad. I mean, look at me. I've got 7,000 hours, well, 8,000 hours played if you count my bot. Well, Smurf. And about twice as much as that as casted. In 5 years, 6 years, whew, I am a bit half crazy, not gonna lie. Mad. In any case, 9-7, Diamant going towards B, and they will get it. There's not really much of a defense. It's a full eco for the CTs. And I like this from the home crew. They're not forcing. They're playing it smart. They're like, okay, we don't need to put our heads on a swivel here. Let's just, take this round easily and then focus on what's important, which will be the guns coming up next, which will be the AWP and the AK and the M4s. And here comes the op for young Luke, glass cannon. Here comes the apartment amount of M4, appropriate amount of M4s. Oh, Noob, don't forget to buy. Okay, he didn't. Whew, whew, that was close. Appropriate amount of M4s, but a lacking amount of utilities. Now, all in all, we're doing pretty good, I think, for the timeline. It's It's been very quick for the first half. Dankus finds the first kill. Tretch. God damn, I'm always going to do that. Fails. Ogris and Who kind of reply a little bit here and there. From Stairway, Bucketman. He seems to be seeing quite properly now. Even with a bucket over his head. There's the pop flash I was talking about earlier. It's a good one if you throw it at the right time. Obviously, the player in pallet or on Stairway is not blinded, but that is not going to work if you expose yourself, Skooma. Bucketman now has to stay alive, and they know he's somewhere here. They are well aware of that. Exit will check him. Exit will get him. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. As Dankus in CT wins the duel against Ogris. Now 1v1 against Exit. How does he do this? Good smoke. Oh my god, the timing on that smoke is impeccable. And Exit now, only thing he has to do is play it smart. And he does, waiting for the angle. On couch he is, and on couch he will be. And there we have it, 11-7. Time is running short for Bitstamp's home crew. Money likewise. Here comes the boom. Oh. Okay, Who? Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. Eggs as well from underpass. Well done. Doing pretty well. And Who seems to be on a roll right now. 3 kills. Pretty damn cool. I mean, our Rudel spray control is pretty whack. So what the heck, you might as well give him some spanking for that. You can call it out. I'm going to call him out on Friday. You can trust me on that one. I mean, we can't forget that failure on our first map of Inferno. We can't. We just can't. We can't forget how he missed 2 people whilst waiting with his teammates dying around him. That was just horrible. But here comes 12-7. Here comes the round that's going to decide the fate of the home crew right now. They've got an actual chance of winning this game. Double AWP, Young Luke and Noob. If they can push 9 rounds in a row, they can win this game. It's not impossible. It's not improbable. It's legit. They just got a hit. Fake towards B. Savy and Ogris selling it. The rest of them waiting in Palace. This is a standard procedure round where you throw all the utility towards B. You try to sell the idea, okay, we're going B. The rotation going to be drawn. Young Luke missing the chance. And Young Luke missing the shot. This could be it. Bucketman finds 1. Bucketman finds 2. No. Diamant Esports, they had the perfect confusion, but they didn't get to utilize it properly. Savy gets himself 1 out of CT Dankus. There goes Ogris. And I'll be damned. 12-8. Like I said, double up. It's a dangerous thing to go up against, especially when you're a little bit off the key. So here it comes, boys. Here it comes. Ogris, again, starts off strong. They've already lost Noob as well. There goes Skooma. Ay, 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 ay. Unfortunate, very unfortunate turn of events right now. And that's it. Dankus 1v3. Gonna be now impossible to pull off. Gents, I'm afraid to say it, but I think this is the straw that breaks the camel's back. Legitimately, the money, it's there for 3 players. 2 will be broken, so Dankus needs to survive. And oh, what? How did he find that kill? My god, he actually finds the kill. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, wow. Dankus That's pretty slick. And because of that, he gets 3 kills. He gets an additional $900. He can drop an M4. Would you look at that, mad lad? He can drop an M4. 13-8, and we are approaching a critical time in the timeline here. Oh, Noob, he's not happy. Who would it be? Nobody would be happy with that. Nobody. MP9 for Bucketman. We've got the M4s on the rest of the players. Noob with the AWP, and it's looking solid as it is. Here it comes. The push towards A again. Diamant Esports, they're looking good. They're looking solid. This is pretty much, unfortunately, the Rapparoo. Savvy gets caught. Beautiful stuff. Molotov in the jungle. Skooma finds Ogris. Good stuff. 3v3. There is a little bit more to be done. Bomb gonna be planted. Smoke's gonna be thrown. Not sure what that smoke is thrown for. Oh, Tretch with a beautiful shot. But Mia X, aka Diamantix, beautifully done. And the final giveaway indeed should be given away as well, as we are slowly kind of coming up to the end of this series, unfortunately. And here it goes. A B rush. They're gonna do a B rush. The mad lads are gonna do a B rush. I respect the meta. You know, I like it. I like it. It's simple, capasul. That's 15-8. Whether you want it or not, that is 15-8, gents. That is 15-8. Maybe young Luke and Dankus can turn it upside down, but it doesn't look like it. Oh, no way. Oh, no way. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Aha. We're actually done it. Well played. Well played. Well, I'm legitimately surprised. Well played. That's an eco round that they actually win. Well freaking played. Well done. That is what I love to see. Man. Who would have thought? Well, here goes nothing, I guess. 14-9 and another bye. The T's are getting a little bit anxious, whilst the CTs, they just got the money bonus of their lives. Let's see if they can keep it now. Ogris, unfortunately, going to take the big L. Ooh, Skooma needs to play this right. If he plays his cards right, he could get a free kill. But Savvy checks the corner. That's a classic corner you always look at as the T. You're always afraid of that potential op or an M4 or AK, whatever it could be posted on that little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a mishap position. Dankus finds XZ. That's a good start, but Savvy continues. 15 around the corner. Tretch, Savvy, and who? Dankus, you're late to the party, mate. And I think they must save. They don't have a choice. You gotta save. Money for Skooma is gone. The rest have it, so that's not a problem. But the timeline. Ay, ay, ay. 15-9 as Diamant take the lead. And we are slowly coming to a close of this best of 3. It's going to have to be 6 in a row. Can they do 6 in a row? I think it's possible. I legitimately think it's possible. They're just going to have to do a little bit better than what they've been doing so far. But this was the closest match I've seen them play in a long while. Either it was one-sided or it was very, very massacred. You know, it was very one-sided, you know, basically for one or the other team before that. In any case, here comes an A push. Yeah. Here come the flashbangs. Young Luke towards jungle stairway. The rest coming out of palace. Ogris gets caught by young Luke. Good shot. And now it's going to be Bucketman waiting on Noob corner, who will fall. Noob will find Tretch. And this round is gone. Whether you like it or not. 15-10, ladies and gents. 15-10. I'll be damned. But they're doing a splendid enough of a good job. Ooh, Savvy! Savvy! The plays that Savvy makes to save the game. Who'd have thought? Oh my god. Savvy's gonna do this. Slijepa žena u Rocky. 1,784 kills with that knife. Killed more. Ace clutch for Savvy. Can he do it? Can he pull it off against Skooma and Dankus? This would be a big failure for Bitstamp's home crew. But can he do it? Savvy, ace clutch. 1v2, bomb planted. No bloody way. He's actually doing it. Unfortunately. Oh no. Failed to pick up the final one. Skooma gets him. 15-10. But that was a bit of a heartbreaker there. Could have been a bone breaker too if it had succeeded. Skooma closes it. Well done. Well done. And Savvy just shows to tell how difficult it is to catch this guy unprepared. Money for the CTs is, well, there. In a way. For the T's, a little bit different. The plant saves them a little bit, gives them that extra little bit of bonus. Again, $800 does make a difference. Savvy gets 1,000. Ogris again tagged. He's dying a lot lately. Not having any success. Not looking too swell right now for Diamant. Certainly I'd expect this to be a little bit more on point from the side of Bitstamp's gaming home crew. Oh, young Luke, no. That's gonna hurt. But that's gonna leave an everlasting mark. Skooma. What? Ooh, Skooma. That's a nice idea. Dankus gets Savvy as well, so that's actually really good. They got rid of 2 players here and very quickly, effectively. Ogris being tagged likewise kind of helps the situation immensely. There goes Ogris. And it's going to be down to 2 on 3. I'm not particularly fond of how this one is turning out to be. But let's see for certain what the plan here remains. Bitstamp's home crew is being battered, but they're still persevering. They're still here in the game. It's Mirage. It's 5 rounds until overtime, and it's not impossible. I can guarantee you that much. Bucketman has come out on top with 18-18 when it comes to KD, so he's 1-1. Dankus and Noob doing fairly well as well, while Noob doing very well. Unfortunately, Tretch is doing a little bit worse for wear. Oof, now he dies after time. Ay, ay, ay. And that will force Diamant Esports into a full investment, with 2 players basically being at $600, well, even less. It is going to be a full investment from pretty much the lot. We've got Savvy on the, of course, Tech 9. Igze has the op. Not sure why he has the op. Did he have a spawn for the B peak? Possibly. I'd assume he had the spawn for the B peak. Otherwise, I don't see a reason why he'd be wielding it. Give it to Savvy. He's 30 and 14 currently. That just sounds weird saying it out loud. Igze. Nice shot, Igze. Can he continue this? He needs to line up the shots, not throw nades. Igze, you need to line up the shots. Ogris finds the kill on Skooma. 3 on 3, my god, is this the round they lose? Is this really the round they lose? Oh god, Igze finds another. That's Bucketman on short. Now it leaves the 2 players coming out of kitchen. Thresh is out in the open. It's gonna be Ogris on site with the Kevlar and M4, and he will get the shot now down to Noob. 1v2, no bloody way. This could be it, gentlemen. This could be it. And indeed, I think it is. That's it. GG, 16-11. It is Diamant Esports to take the W. Barely, but they do. And the home crew, unfortunately, has to take the loss. But it was a valiant loss. It was a valiant effort. They've done a great job at least containing the beast within of Diamant. Savi and Ogris are a difficult opponent both. And then when Igze plays well as well, it's going to make their lives even more difficult than who had actually performed pretty well considering everything. But with that being said, GG. Another episode here of the Gaming Challenge finished. With that, of course, it is the 10th episode that comes to a close after an exciting best of 3. And we will have the interview with, I believe, Savi coming up momentarily here, if I'm not mistaken. Could have been somebody else. Could be somebody else, but that was well played. That was really well played. All I can say is a great game, much better than what I expected, much better from the home crew as well. I'm very proud of them. They've done a great job and hope they keep this progression up. I hope they keep this play up. They've definitely shown us that they've, learned from their past mistakes. They're starting to improve. They're starting to look at the games a little bit more tactically. Oh my god. It's been a long day. Sorry, I've been here at 12 hours now behind the PC. But as I've said, a little bit more tactfully, and I hope that they can continue in this manner, and that the future games will hold even more matches like this. But I'm not sure if the interview will even be happening. Let's be honest here. It's a little bit late. In any case, you guys are watching the Gaming Challenge from Bitstamp. If you're wondering how you can sign up yourself, you can jump in to the corner with 4 of your own friends. Play this game against the home crew of the Bitstamp team that we just saw. You just got to sign up on the link that will be available to you in chat. If you do not know where to get it, you can just Google Bitstamp Gaming Challenge and you might want to sign up yourself. GG, that was the series, and I believe we might not actually have our final interviewee here, as they might be tired as well, possibly. Oh, Igze is actually going to be joining us here for the final few words from Diamant Esports and telling us the story of how it all unfolded. I'm not sure if he's already here or not, but he will be joining us momentarily. As I said, this is obviously here. We are having this tournament to have fun. We are having this tournament to enjoy ourselves. And the more fun we have, the better it is, no matter who wins, who loses. At the end of the day, it's about just enjoying ourselves. And with that, Igze has joined the fray. And let's see what the man himself has to say. What's up, Grega? Now that was a little bit different than expected. You guys barely won. Barely, but you did.
Yeah, we did. That was so much fun, man. I love it.
Well, I mean, that's the beauty of it.
Yeah. Amazing, great game to beat Stamp guys. Like they really throw us off on Ancient. We got kind of nervous on Mirage, but then they told Savi, look, man, like fuck this shit. You need to try hard. And
yeah, that's pretty much the story of CS grinding, You and I both know it, and I'm happy to see you guys back in the wheel. Dude, I have a question for you specifically. I was a little bit wondering, okay, so I was obviously sure that Ogris and Savi would play well, because, I know they are consistently, well, Savi might not play as much, but Ogris is playing as much. But have you played any CS in the last month?
Yes, I haven't played any competitive in like a year. But I played, like, as soon as I learned we're doing this, I did some, like, aimbots.
Yes!
Aimbots and out matches, and that's it. Like,
I noticed because you played actually really good. I even I even was very happy to see you perform a few feats that I didn't think possible. The 1v4, holy freak! How is that even
Yeah,
possible?
no,
That's a worthy clip that I didn't expect to see. But
thanks. Like I called it out. I said, "Fuck you guys, man. I have to do it all by myself," and then I just did it.
yeah, well, that's how
It
it
was
works.
fun.
You got to call it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me your final thoughts here. How did you guys enjoy it? Would you like to repeat it someday? How was it for you guys?
Uh, I would repeat it every day like this. This is so really like this is so much fun. I was looking forward for like the whole week, and yeah, I'm looking forward to rematch. That's all I'm saying. And I see
Ooh,
that
okay.
Bitstamp guys are grinding it hard, and they'll just be stronger and stronger. I assume. So yeah, but it was fun. Like I actually in the beginning I said, look guys, if this will go really well, I want us to throw the second map so we can play the third. But we didn't need to throw it. They just beat the shit out of us. So
They beat you easy, man. That was too easy. Like that's
yeah,
ancient. Like I said, that's ancient. If you haven't played it, it's really hard to play. It's actually a complex map that demands a lot of attention, especially on the T side. So yeah, I get it. I get it. It's not easy. Well, Exit, thank you very much for your kind words. If you have any final words here to the stream, you're welcome to call out, shout out anything, anybody.
yeah. Just like to shout out to you. Like thanks for casting. Like I think this is my first official match being casted because I like it's been so long. But yeah, like also thanks to the Bitstamp for organizing this, and thanks to my team that we actually gathered and zero prac and came showed on the map and delivered.
Well,
So
thank you. Thank you
thanks.
again. Congratulations. And until next
Cheers,
time, be
guys.
good, be well, and I'll be seeing you.
Same to you guys.
And
Cheers.
thank you. And that was Iggs, of course, from Diamant Esports. Ladies and gents, that is it for our episode 10 of the Gaming Challenge of Bitstamp. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. We will return next week on Wednesday, as always, at 8 o'clock. And as I said, if you want to sign up with your team, you've got a link right in chat. Until then, I bid you all farewell, goodbye, and good night.